Good morning, people and everybody. It is currently 11:17 in the afternoon. Hopefully you're having a good time. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome to the weekly Wednesday streams. Yo, what's up, my guy? What's up, Mr. Chu? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How's everybody doing today? We all having a good time? We all having a good time here? Hopefully your day has been going well. Damn, I'm actually just vibing to these beats. Mr. Chu, okay, you think I'm gonna say the full thing, my guy? Yo, what's up, Ray Ash? How you doing? How you doing? How's everything going on in the Philippines? Y'all doing alright? Y'all staying safe? Man, this copyright-free music kind of slaps, though. Wait, hold on. Wait a second. These are actually vibes. Gotta save this for some other time. Hopefully everybody's doing real good today. Alright. I'm just waiting for the new patch. Dude. I am excited and also not excited for the new patch. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I feel like I have so much homework. So much goddamn homework to get through. But let's give it some time so that everybody else who doesn't know that the stream is currently on, that we are live. I gotta... actually, now that I think about it, I actually have to share a couple of things, don't I? Yeah, I do. I gotta do some sharing on some social medias. But at least I got my pre-workout. If you need, like, quick caffeine that, like, doesn't taste like coffee, get some pre-workout. And make sure you get one that, like, doesn't, like, mess with your body too much. Get one that just keeps you awake. Keeps you full, makes you full energy. So much energy. Too much energy, in matter of fact. But yeah. Guys, just in case you don't know, we stream every Wednesday. The time fluctuates a lot, so just keep an eye on my social media and let you guys know when exactly I'm going to be dropping on my stream so that we can have a good time. But fun fact, just in case for anybody currently watching, keep in mind that I will be looking over the NACT games today. I'm very curious with what's happening with North America. Joy, yo, I love your energy always in casting. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That means a lot to me. Hold on, let me just pull up my chair a little bit. Hopefully you've been enjoying the cast and welcome to the stream. If this is your first time here, Joy, stick around. Enjoy while you still can. We're gonna be streaming for a little bit. Yo, what's up, Staffa? Hello. Gotta make sure. Mod you real quick, my guy. Mod you real quick so that I know exactly that it's you and not some kind of scammer. But yeah, let me just share my live on Facebook real quick. Do you have a Discord server? No, I do not have a Discord server as of right now. I actually plan on making a Discord server, but it's for separate reasons, not what you think. Yes, you have mod powers now, Staffa. I just want to make sure if you're real, at the very least. Good morning, haha. Coming from Trex's live stream. I mean, hey, yo, what's up, Xenogenesis? Yeah, I was on Trex's stream earlier, actually, chit-chatting. That's why I was asking him about NACT and what games to check out. I mean, obviously, we can look at a couple of games, but we probably can't look at every single one of the games because I got a cast at 4:30. Yeah, I have a call time at 4:30 with ESL because we're doing Snapdragon series later today. So if you haven't gotten enough of me, then you can always hop on over to the ESL channel after 4:30. And I think the games start at 6:30. I would assume 6-ish around there. Maybe arguably even 5. I'll get the timings down somewhere. Quick sip of this. Alright. Let me do my social postings real quick. Live now. Checking out from NACT. And then add my link. Wait for that to load because Facebook is really annoying, and if you don't buffer it, anything with Xenogenesis with it and with DC, that's me. Hey, look at us, a little community going on here, a little community being built up. Alright. Gonna pull down the music for a bit, have it playing in the background for now. Wait until everybody's kind of caught up to speed. Chris, hope to see you here in the Philippines for M5. You're one of my favorite casters. I'll definitely come up to you and have a photo. No worries, Chris. Chris Villa, let me tell you something. I'm confident that I'm gonna show up at M5. I hope that I do. I don't want to like eat my words later on, but if I do go over, we'll definitely get a photo, my guy. Don't worry about it. Sorry, I'm waiting for the pre-workout to kick in because right now I'm still pretty groggy. I will be perfectly honest with y'all. I'm groggy as heck. I'm like barely functioning as a human being, and the only way that I'm gonna survive is with caffeine. A lot of caffeine. Have I told you guys the story about MSC where I brought a bottle, like a huge bottle of pre-workout, and that's all I did? I think there was like one day where I was like exhausted, and I was like, all right, today is gonna be one hell of a long day. I brought like my tumbler, and I think it's one of those like 2-liter tumblers, 2.5-liter tumblers, right? I had a 2.5-liter tumbler. Just I added in like 3 scoops. Usually you take one. Like you take one or a half. It depends on the specific person. If you are like very sensitive to caffeine, you take half. If you're regular human being, not so sensitive to it, you take a full scoop. If you're an absolute psychopath, you take 2, right? And this is like for a cup of water. All this stuff, that's pre-workout. That's pre-workout. I bring a 2.5-liter one, and I put in like 4 full cups of goddamn powder in there, of workout juice. And let me tell you, I was buzzed up. I was way too buzzed up. Like, I asked everybody, it was like, oh, pre-workout? Because I had so much of it. And people were like, they were looking for coffee, and I was like, hey, if you need like a swig of pre-workout, I got you covered. So I was I went up to Nice and was like, you want pre-workout? I went to Miracle, I was like, you want some pre-workout? I was hella juiced up. And just before the cast, you just see me just going... And the next thing you know, I was on cast and it was just blowing my mind. Blowing out of my mind. Things were moving in like slow motion. It was weird. But a good time. I'm not a big personality, get special benefits in M5, but goddamn, I want to meet y'all. We will meet, Ray Ash. Don't you worry. We will meet. He's not snorting coke, is he? No, I'm not snorting coke. I mean, it's pre-workout. They basically give you the same effect, right? Aristotle, getting what up? MPLMY is hella entertaining. Love it from PH here. Hey, thank you so much. Hopefully, we are entertaining you guys on the English broadcast because we're really worried about that. You know, the view numbers for MPLMY is going down, but the games are like. Some games are interesting, other games are not so interesting, but we try to make the best out of it as much as we can. But thank you so much, Aristotle. Really appreciate it. And welcome to the stream in case you're planning on sticking around. We're going to be looking at NACT. NACT, the big question mark. I told somebody, especially you before, MPLMY is getting spicier than before. That's the thing! We may not have the best players. We may not have the biggest viewership. We may not have a lot of money going into the MPLMY, specifically the English stream, because BM seems to be doing okay. But we are entertaining. We love to, we get the ha-has from people. We get the, oh, what's going on? Wait, I'm not special anymore? Yes, you're not the only moderator, honey. MPLMY getting a lot spicier, like Chikutan think he'd throw back. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing that the imports brought to the table, right? Rippo comes back, The man has not stopped making content for RSG. They use his picture for basically everything. Hito, Jom, both of them are just taunting people left, right, and center. Can't say much. Very entertaining. That's the thing, that it goes back and forth. You can't expect someone to taunt and the other person to not say anything, right? It's got to go back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. Each and every time. Okay, now that I have successfully... Wait, let me just pull this out to the side. Where are the lives for the NACT? Because I'm very curious what's been going on, right? They've been having a lot of rounds. I don't exactly understand what's happening over there. So we're going to take a quick look-see, right? That's what we're going to do today. We're going to be looking through the NACT, and we're basically going to try and figure out what's going on with them. Maybe do some scouting, what's their meta, their overall playstyle, potential favorites to win it all. Because based on the scoring, and I know that Trex is live right now, and I feel bad. In case I am stealing his viewers, but if you guys love Trex, you love NACT, go check him out. He's live right now. Have both of our streams open. Might as well. Why not, right? Why not? That's what we're gonna do. Oh my god, the streams are so long. They're like 5 hours each. Fuck it. It can't be that bad, right? I mean, they had the Mobile Legends Scrim Academy going on here for a while. Registration live stream with GD Ico. That's not the one I'm looking for. Open round table. Is that Mara? No, that's not Mara. I've seen. Okay, round 2, and then 3 days ago was round 3. Okay, so round 3 is what we're looking at. Round 3 is what we're looking at right now. The Ohio Brothers has won all of their matches so far. Ooh, that's cool. Dang, you steal a whopping. Yes, I am a small content creator, Chefin. I am a very small content creator. Yeah, Trex is busy watching MPLPH matches. Yeah. TOP is gonna win, I think. Oh. Are they gonna win it all? I know that, like, there has been a couple of, like, weird games. Hope you would consider MPL MY as well. Look, not every game in MPL MY is a banger, alright? I feel like MPL PH has a certain standard that's hit. But it's high level. It's high level at the very least. But then when you look at MPL MY, we're kind of like, there are games that are clearly bad. There are if you small, why you tall? Look, I'm a small content creator. I'm a big boy, but I'm a tall goddamn boy. I'm a tall goddamn boy. And I do agree, Toshiki, that Homeboys is currently next level. You think Coach Dale got that rose buff? I don't think he got that rose buff. I mean, the thing is, it's all a performance, right? Whatever happened in week 1 and week 2, it's all a performance. Like Coach Dale already knows that Rose spoke Tagalog because we had like a stream, not really a streamer, a caster boot camp, right? Yo, what's up? What's up, Trex? Watching on my phone while streaming. Well, this guy's goddamn streaming right now, and he still has the time. Appreciate it, Trex. Appreciate it, guys. If you haven't heard about Trex just yet, go on, have both of our streams open, boost, and make sure you like. Make sure you like both our streams. But yeah, coming back to the story, we had this workshop amongst the casters to kind of like polish the craft, a good time for sharing, some Q&A overall, and Rose was there. She already knew how to speak Tagalog. We already knew that, right? And then the coaches come in, and then Coach Dale was there. The thing is, Coach Dale already knew that Rose spoke Tagalog. Why? MSC. They already met during MSC. So the fact that he was quote-unquote shocked there, it's all a performance. All of it is a performance. But after that, everybody else who didn't know, they're just caught off guard. Why Rose can speak Tagalog? I doubt he's half Filipino Malaysian. She is half Filipino Malaysian. Funny enough. Thanks for asking, Theo. Watch their mic checks, so much fun. Yeah, that's the thing. The mic checks have been very interesting. If you want if you understand BM, right? BM if you speak Bahasa Indo, it's not too bad as well. But check out the mic check for RSG. Those ones have been pretty lit too. Those ones have been pretty lit. Everybody said that Rose should be the host for M5 or MSC. That'd be interesting. I do for MSC there's a chance. I don't know. I don't know whether Munton is considering it, but it'd be interesting. It'd be very interesting to have multiple hosts. We're slaves for the tall man. don't phrase it like that, huh? Don't phrase it like that, honey. Come on. I'm so stressed on the stoppage of the RQ Aura match. That situation. I think that's unfortunate. She's Philly Chinese, but grew up in Malaysia. I think the term you're looking for, Ray Ash, and I learned this from a Chinese Filipino who grew up in the Philippines, Burger Kim. The term is Chinoy, and I love that term. Chinoy is one of the beautiful term. It just rolls off. Filipino. Chefin, stop. Stop. And the reason why I'm telling you to stop is because Amy, Space Cattle 13, my girlfriend, my editor, and my moderator, thinks that Filipino sounds better than Chinoy. I disagree. Chinoy is the way to go. Chinoy just rings, you know? It has this ring. If you're Japanese, you're jalapeno. Now that God damn it. I was on the same track path with you until just there, Chefin. Geekfam ID finally beat RQ. Yes, go! I saw some clips of that, Toshiki. I did check out the game. Pretty good game coming in from Beloyski. I will say that. Very smart guy. Rose, Mara, Clara, and Cheryl, we call them the Teletubbies. Oh, that's rare, right? If you're half, there's a language you're always not good at speaking. The language that Rose is not good at speaking is Chinese, Mandarin, specifically. BM, she's alright. BM, you can tell that it's clearly not native to her. Like, she has a very similar, I don't want to say that she has a similar accent to mine, but you can tell when somebody, like, learned BM, but their BM is, like, kind of funky, right? It doesn't sound very local, right? You're trying to pronounce every single letter as correctly as possible. There's a certain level of like pronunciation structure that you're following, right? But she does English really good, and she's fluent in Tagalog. I'll tell you that. Her mom's Tagalog, if I remember correctly. Her mom's Tagalog, speaks Tagalog, and she is Pinoy, and they live together, so it would only make sense that they communicate in Tagalog. Just throwing it out there. Stop it, stop it. I see what you're doing. Geeks like are now playoff bound. They are very playoff bound for sure. They should make it decent. Whether or not they make it into the top rankings is a different story, but man, MPL Indo is kind of fucked right now. It is chaotic there. It is chaotic with the scoreboard and everything so far in terms of points. It is woof. Woo. Chinoy is colloquial term for Filipino Chinese. I know, but it sounds so good. Tell me it doesn't sound so good, right? Filipino or Chinoy? I personally think that Chinoy is the better one. I'm just saying. Hey, what's up, Hassan? As a Malaysian, if you're a good speaking Malay Rojak version, you're good to go blend in with the Malaysian community. I feel like that's with every Southeast Asian country, right? Every Southeast Asian country is like that. Even if you speak a little bit, we appreciate. If you speak a little bit of the local language, we're like, fuck yeah. You're the man. You're the guy. You the boy. Filipino is the nationality and Tagalog is the language. If Geek and Onic qualify for MSC, Pinoy is about to have a field day. I kind of feel sad that Alter Ego may not be making playoffs. I mean, they did have a couple of changes, to be fair. I can't entirely blame them. This might not be their season, but I do think that next season they're most likely going to do better. It feels very likely to happen. It would. Oh, hopefully I don't shake my webcam off. Hopefully they do fix what their issues are. I mean, I don't exactly know what their issues are, but actually being half in Japanese is becoming a thing because of the Japanese choosing not to have a son or daughter. That's an interesting fact. Okay, good to know, Theo. It's formal and complete term, but Chinoy is easier. Chinoy is easier, and it sounds way better. I'm Malaysian, but I'm more preferably like conversing in English rather than Malay. I don't know why. Maybe it's because my childhood was similar with LaFell started English as my first language. See, that's the thing. That's the thing that I don't get. We get discriminated a lot for speaking English as our first language, and people shit on us for like no reason. But it's like, it's not like we don't know BM. We understand it. It's just that speaking it is such a hassle. It's such a pain in the ass to have people like, oh, you're not local, you don't know shit. You don't know shit. You're just some dumb kid, some dumb international privileged kid who only knows like, no, I'm poor as balls, and I speak BM. I just prefer English. Deal with it. People just gotta get on. People just gotta get on board with that. Filipinos are really good at mixing things up. They are. They really are. Alter Ego will go to the playoffs if Rebellion Zion will lose all their matches this week. That's the thing. I feel like Rebellion isn't going to lose all their matches. But then again, it comes down to whether or not, like, if they win, will it be like a 2-1 or a 2-0? And that there's a very big difference between the two. Because if they 2-0 two games, then it's like they didn't even stand a chance. And if Alter Ego, they have to win 2 games as well. So it's just like there's no real way to know when especially since we're coming to like the end of the season as well. Like we're getting close to the end of MPL ID. MPL Malaysia still going strong. At least we'll have something to look at, and the timetables are slightly different. So you guys will be able to catch like the second half of the MPL MY after the regular season of MPL ID is done. I don't know when they're gonna have their playoffs, but I'll probably ask Mirko about that, or maybe Eterna or Arashi. Funny enough, I saw Arashi, or Mr. Iwashi, Jay's Indonesia, fucking doing his provisionals, his mythic provisionals, like at 4 o'clock, or like 4 or 5 o'clock at night. And I thought that was goddamn crazy, because that means that it was like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock around there in the morning in Indonesia, and Arashi is just awake, grinding away. I don't understand. I thought the man only plays with friends, but I guess I was wrong. Alter Ego has been in the playoffs most of the time. EVOS also most of the time until season 10, Geek non-playoffs until season 11. That's the thing. Geek has been generally weak, but I think Geek has kind of outgrown the growing pains and now are like more like in tuned with each other. So at least it comes off better. Oh my god, I just realized that my hair looks like shit. My hair looks like shit right now. Like, look at that. What the fuck's happening? What the hell is happening over there? Alright, just gonna cover it with my headphones, and that should be fine. Quick fixes. Yeah, yes, Chris. AE still has a chance to make it to playoffs. Malaysia has many English casters, but it seems that Husky and Contra are versatile casters. I saw both of them on the Pokemon Unite Asia Championship. Let's go! Yeah, you know my boys, Husky and Contra. When me... Here, fun fact, Xenogenesis, me, Husky, and Contra all started casting at the same time, at the same place, under the same banner, under the same company, at the same time, on the same game. We all started at the exact same time, but we all kind of branched out into different things. Like, if I wasn't doing Mobile Legends, I would probably be with them, like, being versatile and doing whatever games that come my way, because freelance, man, right? Freelance shoutcasting, it's just something that we gotta do. It's just something, I mean, we gotta make ends meet somehow, right? Must lose for Rebellion. This season MPL reminds me back in MPL season when Lunatics and Karakal neck and neck on getting to the playoff spot. Yeah, kinda, a little bit. Mainly because, like, from 3rd place all the way until, like, 6th place, it is, like, very tight amongst those guys, and then, like, the bottom 2 are struggling. That's generally what it's always going to be. There's always going to be 2 teams that are, like, kind of struggling. And it doesn't matter what context. Because whoever's close to the bottom are quote-unquote struggling. C-Games lineup, kind of okay, but I don't know whether I like Zorn or Yums to put in the line because they're both good. That's the thing. That's why they're both there. That's the thing. That's why they are both there. And like, I feel like at the end of the day, Zorn is good. And I respect the decision that they went for Zorn, because overall the SEA Game qualifiers, it's about like seeing who performs then, right? And seeing if they have enough drive to apply it to SEA Games. And I think Zorn definitely has it. He is still a playmaker. It's just like, how do you make him work in a team? And that's something that the SEA Games committee got to figure it out for themselves. I still agree that Yums is good though. But whether or not he works in like an all-team situation, hard to tell. Hard to tell. Only until they start training for SEA Games, and then I think it's a different story. What time is the Snapdragon MLBB tonight, Chris? Tonight it should be at like 6-ish. It should be like at around 6 o'clock on the ESL page, whether you're watching it on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook. That's practically blown me away. Nice to know. Are you fans? Are you fans of Contra and Husky Xenogenesis? Because if you are, hey, we have me and the boys. Me and the boys have history together. If you think they're great casters, we all started from the same place. Gideon, what are your thoughts about how my picking all-star and PH picking teams with chemistry? I think, okay, there's a big difference between MY and PH, right, Theo? To answer your question, PH has a lot of raw talent, right? With a lot of raw talent, the next thing you have to think about is how do you fine-tune that? For MY unfortunately doesn't have that level of raw talent. Like, yes, we have talented players, but there's like a refinement process to turning your raw mechanics and talent into game sense and competitive IQ. I think that's like the most important part, right? And for the Philippines, it's pretty embedded in a lot of high level players to have that refinement naturally inbuilt. So for them to adapt, it's not that hard, right? So we're talking about like the highest level of competition. We're talking about like if Echo is looking for a new player, or if like Blacklist is looking for a new player, they're obviously going to be like, we already have great players. We're just looking for another player who is also great, but also kind of jives well with the team. Because once you get to the 0.1% of the top players in the country, or locally, or internationally even, there's like very minute differences. And obviously, it's like some days can be off and on, but you prefer consistency. But chemistry is really important in the team so that the entire team goes far, rather than one person wears the backpack and it's like, yo, everybody, hop on into the backpack. I'm gonna carry you over the finish line, you know? That's the big difference between the two. Malaysia, we don't have that level of refinement yet. So before we even get to that level of refinement, we have to like refine our own talented players with raw mechanics, like the way you handle your micros, the way you handle your macros, the way that you kind of identify the map based on the information given to you. If bottom side starts pulling away, what does that mean? Does that mean that the enemy jungler is already on top side, or they took a bad trade? Like the communication, things like that. You know, there's a lot of nuances to picking up a player that will go far, and I think it's really hard to do it in MY, because we're talking about like top tier players. They've already been picked up by other teams. That's why going for an all-star lineup is probably the best. Because then we can start working on like chemistry over a period of time, compared to the Philippines, where it's like, oh, we got a bunch of talented players. All we need to do is how to find the strongest five, which has like each category of its own list of players. Which one of them work the best together, right? And that brings out the best in the team. We can fight back, but Indonesia kind of problem a little bit. I appreciate the honesty, Toshiki. Zorn performed really well last SEA Games. He did, but also we did pretty bad in the last SEA Games as well. Hopefully we do better this time around. It feels like every time we attempt a tournament for the very first time, we have a chance. After that, once it becomes like, when other regions take it really seriously, it becomes so hard, dude. It becomes so goddamn hard. A little bit? Rival sad because he's not in SEA Games lineup, even though he performed good. That's the thing. I think the jungler section was by far the hardest to select. It really was. Because, like, Because, like, there's so many good junglers. There's so many good junglers. But then you have to ask yourself, like, what is a good jungler, right? Is it somebody who follows commands, or is it somebody who is willing to communicate, talk with the rest of the team to develop something on the fly? Oh, I'm getting burpy here. Good morning, Sir Gideon. Aaron, what's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing? Good morning to you, my guy. PH got like 3 S-tier teams. For fuck's sake, it's unfair. Ah, that's true. But Indo do have that selection too, and they have many good players too, so I'm confused why Indo chose that. Look, I don't know. Every C-game committee is different. Every selection is going to be different. Taking a look at NACT 30 minutes later. Look, I'm trying to be a good streamer, Trex, and I'm trying to have a relationship, excuse me, with my viewers and audience to build a community. I'm trying to build some brand loyalty. Okay, Trex, I'm going to watch the games. At the end of the day, don't worry about it. I was kind of surprised that SG topped MY last C games. That's the thing. I was really disappointed that we lost to SG, but hey, you got to give it to the boys. They played well. They played well. There's nothing we can do about that. Man has 0 attention span. Look, I'm trying to make sure that everyone has felt heard, okay? I don't know about you, but I'm PC. I'm hella PC. You can call me PC Gideon. Patch is here. Shall we do a study sesh live? No. Are you serious? Are you serious? Don't. Let me just. Is the. Oh, please don't tell me the patch is actually live. I wanted to watch NACT, bro. Okay. Let me load up my game real quick and double check what it is. If it is a big ass patch, I'm a skim over it and I'm a save it for another time. Oh god damn it! I gotta. Oh yeah, I'm using an iPhone, so I gotta update it through there. Nope, I'm not. I'm making an executive decision. I'm making an executive decision. I'm putting my foot down on this. I'm not looking at the patch notes. Not yet. Oh wait, what does that mean for Snapdragon series though? Fuck. Oh wait, no, but they're using tournament rooms, so tournament rooms don't update until about a week later, maybe 2. Okay, I gotta double check. Fuck! These patch notes are. God damn it! This is so bad. This is so bad. This is such bad timing. Such bad timing. Mini looking broken. Not gonna lie. Oh, I mean, I remember MY drafted a 4 revitalized draft versus PH in the the MLC games. Yeah, we did. It was, you have to admit, our dives were impeccable, Cheffin. Our dives were impeccable. Our team fighting took way longer than it should have been. But at least we weren't Myanmar. Myanmar doing MSC where they all took flame shot. Because that was funny. Are we looking at NACT yet? Yes, we will look at it. We will look at it. Do you think MY was trolling picks, or at some point it was entertaining? Like the Atlas Jungle last year in C games. Dude, I don't know. There are some games where it's like, maybe. And there are other times where it's like, oh, there's a little bit of logic. Like, I don't mind if people try things if there is logic behind them. I will question it, don't get me wrong. But also, if you're hard trolling, I'm going to be like, you're hard trolling, bro. I'm not going to sugarcoat it like that. Big hook. Now pulls everyone in. Dive King's calling, and the shield that you can attack while using, like a crossbreed between Lolita and Franco and Mid. Here's the thing, right? I saw the video on the revamped Mincetar. Now, it says at the very end of the hook it stuns, but when it comes out, when it shoots out at people, does it stun as well? Because I was looking at the video yesterday night, and it looked like it stunned people on its way there. So it feels like a guaranteed way to pull with a bit of counterplay as a timing for Purify. MY has no shame. We have no shame. We have. I think if they have stacks, I don't know. Oh, that's a good point because his passive does stack. All right, fuck it. Fuck it. I'm just going to open the game, look at the patch, see how big it is. If it's small, I might do it at the end of the stream. If it's big, well, I'll find some time. Thoughts on Bren? They are looking good, Aaron. They're looking real good. It stuns on the tip. Pause. Okay. I'm getting hella distracted here. I'm gonna just pull this over. Pull this here. Full screen this. So that you guys are still visible. Wow, that song is loud. God damn, that song is loud. Is there any way I can full screen this? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Alright, let me just set up my... Wait a minute. Oh, no. Set it up like... What do you think of Blacklist now? Are their code broken already, or the players are getting weak? I think the players have an adjustment period. Because again, we're getting Super Marco coming into the team, and it's like, you gotta adjust to that. I will say that Haji is becoming more hesitant than I would have expected in some of these fights. I feel like he gets demotivated in the middle of the game. Like, you see him, like, trying to make a really big play, and then they call off the play because it's really passive, and then Haji is just like, maybe I shouldn't do anything anymore. You know, that sort of feeling? You heard the TZ featuring Stun Cho song? No, I have not. Itzy, sorry, not TZ, Itzy. Is it Itzy? Is that I? I could be wrong. But to answer your question as totally, I don't think that they're getting weak. I think that other teams are getting way stronger, and Blacklist Ube strat is becoming less effective and more so, it's something that they can fall back on, but they don't want to just be that. They want to keep growing and expanding. Haji wasn't playing this season. It's the rookie UA. Yeah, they switched him out because he's taking a break. Not sure if Al PHI Gonzalez will replace Super Red. I don't know either. I don't think he will because they still have Oheb, and I think Oheb will be the one who eventually replaces him at the end of the day, right? I think Blacklist has the eye of every team, and that's why they became readable. No, I don't think that's why they became readable. I think it's because they haven't expanded on their own strategies, right? They haven't tried anything hyper-aggressive or snowball-orientated because they're very good as playing as 5 rather than, like, making individual plays, which is more like an Echo and Bren thing. We have to wait a little for the patch mail after updating, I think. Really? Ah, yes! Thank God! No mail! Okay, good. We can watch NACT. Alright, boys, with that being said, it's time to watch the NACT. Let's have a look at what NA is doing. Everybody on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't yet. And don't forget to like the stream. We have the stream every Wednesday, so come check it out. Say hi to everybody. Meet the community. The community is like all here on my chat on the right-hand side of your screen. Check them out. They're cool people. We have good times here on live streams. Alright. Boys, let's have a look at what is up with NACT. Oh my god, it's so loud. It's so loud. Okay, can we talk? I know I wanted to watch the games, but their loading screen is kind of song is kind of fire though, right? It's just. It has that Pokemon Unite vibe. That's all I'm saying. We waited a little for the patch mail after updating, I think. Oh, that is you. Yes, that is him. All right, let's skip. Ooh, the starting. Carry harder? What's this about?
The following is a special presentation from E-Star Studios.
E-Stars. Okay, that's probably their EO.
Carry harder.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry, I wasn't carrying hard enough. My bad, bro.
History says, work hard. Play harder. Embrace the grind.
Oh yeah, the grind.
The journey is an arduous lane. yet creates a lifetime bond.
It's the boys!
Fight.
Hey, where did they get all this
Learn.
footage?
Reach beyond.
Where did they get all this footage from?
History can't say what happens next.
Hello everyone and welcome to the North America Challenger Tournament Spring Season, Week 2, Day 3 of the round.
Calling it now. I'm pausing it here. I'm reading chat real quick. I did not know MY and PH have the same time zones. Yeah, we have the exact same time zones, Aristotle. Have you watched any NACT yet? Like, have you seen all the intro stuff like that? I just checked it out. Do you remember when Dave asked us what we thought about the catchphrase? Grind, bond, reach beyond. Dude, if that was a song... No, I said watch round 4. I know. I have time today. I am saving the good games. I'm not just skipping over. I'm not just skipping over just yet until I'm running out of time. Because I got like a bunch of things to watch today. A bunch. Finally able to catch you live. What's up, T? How you doing? First off, that was a cool video. That was a cool video. Yeah, but I can't stay up. Okay, all right. I'll skip over to round 4 just for you, Trex. Just for you. Wait, but I thought you were streaming. Are you already done streaming already? That was such a short stream, bro. All right. Just for you, I'll skip over to round 4. But dude, this opening is cool. But man, y'all gotta give more energy for this.
For today, Sina Lily. And alongside me are our wonderful casters, straight from
Oh, because you're doing it online, so she can't like just like scream "Welcome to the NACT" without disrupting her neighbors. All right. Fair enough. I'm so tired.
Man, I
to
cannot
stream
wait.
long. Okay,
I've
fair
seen
enough.
it,
All
been in
right,
private.
let's see round 4, right? Round 4. I will save round 3 for another day. Let's jump over round 4. Oh yes, they have the timestamp thing. Amazing. Fallout versus Empire, Akuma, Liami top. Yeah, Higher Brothers, Wages versus Bloodthirsty King. Okay, that's a very final game. Okay, awesome. Actually, I'm very curious. All right, I know this isn't the game that you wanted to see. Yeah, I get to hear myself. Absolutely can. Learn the secret of casting. His neighbors hate him. Hey, yo, what's up, Grandin? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, everybody. Wages versus BTK. Alright, just for Trex, we're doing Wages versus BTK first. The man is in a different time zone and needs to sleep, so we're gonna enjoy him losing his goddamn mind, apparently. Last question, sure. Do you think many in teams internationally like to recruit Wolf, just like before he was in Onyx? I think teams who lack an analyst don't mind Wolf's input. I do think anybody... I think anybody, honestly, who wants Wolf will get some value out of him, right? I don't think he's going to be his #1 option because let's say if you're an international team, you'll be like, oh, we want Mr. Talent Wolf to come and join us, yay, whoopee. It's tough because if you're in South America and he's in the Philippines, like, what are you gonna do? Fly him over for the rest of the time? Like, nobody's got that kind of money. NA, exact same thing. Just online Discord. Southeast Asia, different language barriers. There's like a lot of things. And not to mention that Wolf also technically doesn't have accomplishments in terms of like, oh, I was the head coach of a team and I brought them all the way to M series, you know, that sort of thing. There's a lot of thought processes involved. Regardless, let's hop over Asians versus Bloodthirsty Kings.
Welcome back, guys, to the last.
Bro, can you watch a Higher Brothers versus Lamy Top? Dragon Killer, no worries. Just for you, I'm gonna watch it afterwards, but I'm very curious. Oh!
And again, we're
Oh, goddamn! Who's this cutie?
Now,
Who's this cutie? Oh my god, Trex, you looking mighty fine. You just get back from work or something? Deku always looks good. Man's got some riz.
BTK and Asians. Guys, you've hit your spots with the predictions today.
Photo.
What do you think on this match?
That photo.
All right, once again,
That photo of
Done had it with a
Deku.
2-1.
He looks so
Last
good.
time I think we all
With the
guessed 2
hand
zeros.
signs,
This
the
time,
conspiracy
we
theory
guessed
hand
the
signs are the
2-1.
best.
Is he gonna be right again, Deku?
I don't know, but I feel like it doesn't even matter. The result is still the same for all of us
2-2.
across the board. This is about the third time we've
Okay,
all
the game
kind of came to a
starts
conclusion that yes,
a little bit.
this is the
Alright,
match
perfect.
someone is easily running away
Mop,
with.
I'm
This.
late.
It's
No
just
worries,
been,
AC.
a
You
little
didn't
bit
miss
of pace. Guys,
anything.
gotta be
Hey,
honest.
Ron, what's up? What's up?
I don't
Selamat
think
tengah
it's
hari.
possible.
Hello, hello, hello.
Is he that
Abang.
guy?
They're
Is he
trolling
that
in
guy?
game
We
2 in
will
Ohio
find out,
Brothers. I
right?
feel like, I don't know, based on what I've been told so far,
Most definitely. Now we're coming
NA
into,
has been
so
like
BTK
trolling.
versus Wasions.
NA has been like trolling
BTK
games here and
versus
there.
Wasions. A lot of us, if they win this, just to get some facts out, if they 2-0 this, they take the number 4 spot away from Empire. If they 2-1 it, they tie the Empire for the number 4 spot. So there's still one tie left. Fallout has now fallen out of that option. If BTK loses this, they fall way low.
And that will be a new
The
low
Discord
for Zane's
delay.
record.
The
But
diff guy.
we will
The
find
Discord
that
delay
out as we
is
move
so
on to
brutal.
this draft of
It's
the
so
first game.
brutal.
Here we go.
Deku's
Last
already with
one
the
of
pose.
night. Is that the thinking pose?
That's the thing. That's the thing. We're rocking with it.
The Sir Night Eye.
BTK up against Wasions. A lot on
The
the line
awkward
still
silence.
for
That's the thing.
BTK.
That's the problem.
Wasions need to just try to start
just
getting
the
some wins
latency
under the belt
delay.
So that
Ah.
maybe in the second half of the season they can fight for a number 4
Chat from
spot.
Fly Chicken Stream said
BTK
Coach Deku
could
looks like
lose
Brody.
this and still fight for a number 4 spot, but I don't think I don't think Zane wants to take a loss to Wasions right now. They want to try
Okay.
to 2-0 this so that they can get a strong foothold in the leaderboard.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking specifically about Zane, I don't think Zane wants to lose anything to anyone anymore.
All right.
This has probably been the worst appearance for him in a tournament in North America.
Ooh,
It's-
oh,
you know, it's
I nearly
great 'cause it's
forgot.
not like it's a lot
Epic
of losses,
pen.
but for
I need my
Zane's
epic
standard
pen
and,
so that I
you
can
know,
break
kind of-
things down
especially with the BTK
for the
name
boys.
behind him, you know,
For
with
the
previous
boy.
roster,
Where is my
Sharp,
epic pen? All right, I'm gonna move this to
Chicken,
the side.
Cardi, you know, with those names, Zia and familiar faces.
What's the W
there were
in
no
Asians,
losses,
bro?
right? There was no
I wish I
talk
could
about
tell
losses
you, man.
until they
I
went
wish I
to
could tell you. I don't
you know what
choose
I mean?
these
So,
names.
I feel like
These
for
teams
Zane,
come up with them
it's
themselves.
probably been a really rocky road.
Trix
I
looks
think
like he got
some of
dressed
these
up for a
losses
date
kinda
by
see
his
where
mom
he's
back in
standing, where we're, like,
1980s. God,
conversating, and
that's
it's like a debate about if he's even number 1, if his team
That's
is
so
number 1.
mean.
And they could
He
potentially,
looks
like,
good.
fall
Come on.
those,
He looks
things
good.
that matter right
He's a
now.
dapper man.
I mean, you bring up a great point though,
And I
right?
feel like it
Because
suits
to
him a
any
little bit
other-
better
any
than
other
Blazer.
team,
Like, there's an
position
argument
that
to be made
BTK is in
here.
right now isn't a horrible position, right? You're still
Oh,
high enough
oh,
top
Asians
four.
stand for
If you
white
were to
Asians?
2-0 this, you get to that
Bruh.
4 position, which honestly is
Thoughts
a
on the
good
cancellation
spot.
of the new
But it's just
emblem
the
system?
amount of pressure that is on the name of BTK, right? The amount of fans and viewers. that
I
put
would say,
pressure
I
onto
would say,
Zayn
the best is
overall, right? 'Cause really,
the good thing
the
about
top
canceling
four
the
are all
emblem
NA,
system is that
and
I don't have to do that
that's
much
not
homework.
bad.
The
I
bad
think
thing
it's just
is
so
that
many of
we
us, you know,
don't
it's
get
always
to
a
see the
challenge.
meta
Like
change
you
as
said,
much
with the
as it
baby,
will.
whether they're
I think
still
that's the
who
biggest
they
thing.
are,
If
whether they're
the
gonna
meta
be number one,
changes,
this or that.
like
But honestly,
drastically, like a
they've had
complete
good
rework,
run so far.
it's because of those
just the
emblems.
amount of
So
hype around
it's a
the
very
game.
sensitive,
Now,
it's a very
do
like
I think they can
sensitive
take this
topic
win
when we're
against
talking
Wasions?
in terms
Yes,
of like the meta.
possibilities
If
are
we're talking
high,
about like emblems
but
being completely
Wasions
revamped.
Still, you know, still possibly has some cards up their sleeve. They
Okay,
do have
okay,
AK on
casual
today.
early
They have
diggy ban.
Chacho, Ooga Booga, Cade, and Merciless. So
Don't know
no
why
Ashland.
they want to go for the
They
early
have
diggy
finally
ban. They
gotten
probably
Ooga
want
Booga
high
in, no
CC.
Ho tonight, so
And I
a
think
lot
it
of
was a
roster
good
changes
idea for
with the
Wasions to actually
system
ban
will
out the
happen with
the
Wasions
Faramis in
every night,
response.
switching out some
Because they
players
see
here
like,
and
oh,
there. They
Diggy,
think
therefore
win
they
against
want to do
Milwaukee.
some crazy shit with CC.
I feel like
Faramis is like, we're gonna group together and the CC is gonna be good
Just
anyways, so
don't
might as well ban it
have-
out.
didn't have Ashley either last night, and we saw how that
Valentina,
went.
alright, flexible opening.
To Empire. Shout out to them, having a great run this weekend. Won both.
Okay, we're gonna make we're gonna make a couple of predictions here, boys and girls. We're gonna make a couple of predictions. Pure American swag, pure Western Riz. I thought Asians was Western Asians. Yeah, that's what I thought too, son. So Caucasians. If the Ohio brothers win, should their hashtag be hashtag only in Ohio, hashtag swag like Ohio? Oh, stop. It's a bad name. Me and Trex have claimed it before. Alright, now, here's a prediction here. Right? Whenever we see a Valentina opening because Fredrin has been banned out, right? Since Fredrin is banned, Valentina is usually the go-to first pick, right? But Diggy gets banned out here, which tells us one of two things. Either we expect to see like something with high CC, like Atlas, like really big teamfight CCs, which is usually the case. Then when does BTK set up for it, right? And I think the important things are what are the support options for the opposite side in case you can mirror your opponent. And I think the second thing is going to be who exactly is going to be the mage EXP relationship, right? Because most EXPs make mid lane mages lives super difficult. That's just the bottom line, right? That's the main goal of an EXP laner. You're trying to attack the back line. If you can't get the marksman, next best bet is you go for the mid laner. And usually it's easier to kill the mid laner than it is to kill a marksman because Windtalker is a thing, right? Super annoying. Yep, agreed, but Samebila, do they want to keep the current meta though? A change-up would honestly be better. Ali, I would love to agree with you, but you don't realize how much work that is going to be. For me specifically, I have to do so much goddamn fucking work. I already have to fill up like data entry for the AI predictor so that like we can get like a rough idea of like whether a composition is going to win. You know the graphics that you see like before the game actually starts? The two little graphics and at the end of the games where they show like the compositional draft and AI predictor? That's us! That's us typing in like hero by hero, this hero does this and does better against this hero, and there's a huge spreadsheet. That's a lot of fucking work, and I don't want to like do that again because of the emblem change, alright? I'm throwing it out there. But back on topic, right? Let's see what they pick. So we know what to expect here. We expect at least for Wasians, Kaja, alright? Understandable, we all know it. Good hero, but that's why you go for the Valentina opening so that you have options. Really good. BTK is doing the same old way like a tank meta, only them. I don't think that's correct. Dragon Killer, mainly because tanks are the meta. Tanks are the meta. That's just the truth of it. As much as you want carry, her laning phase isn't as good anymore, so you can punish her in lane. After that, it's kind of a toss-up. It really is kind of a toss-up here. Okay, Yuzong to counter the Kaja. Feather Airstrike is always good for Valentina. Claude, they're basically blind picking Claude here. Bloodthirsty Kings are playing it okay, but I think their second phase might be a little bit rough if they're considering to play. What the fuck?
This is crazy.
They were literally talking about it. They were literally talking about it.
Ashley.
Most definitely. Now, Wasians have been known to be a little bit different, especially with Ukabuga in the gold lane. We saw them open up this whole season, picking up a, I'm having a mind blank right now.
The Hanabi.
Picking up the
100%.
Hanabi. So, hey, yeah, and there it is again. Oh, there it is. There
This is
it is.
Zepu called it right on the ball.
I was just kind of throwing out some tidbits. So there it is, the Hanabi.
The Hanabi, goddamn, what the fuck?
Have 100% right now, so hey, who knows? Maybe it's meta. I want to talk
Yeah,
about.
I guess you're right. I mean, it depends on the team situation. Agreed.
Yato.
OP Hanabi, I was there.
I was one of the people who was like,
Yo, a Hanabi? Am I right, Staffa? What the fuck?
Well. They have not been the hottest players.
Okay,
on this team.
Atlas, that's
Showing
gone.
Some of those kind of rookie mistakes, I would say, of diving.
Why would you?
Being a little overly.
Okay, boys. Let's really think about this for a second. Why would you pick Hanabi here into Claude? Why would you pick Hanabi into Claude? Let me think about this for a second. If we're thinking about CC, her anti-CC, do they expect BTK to pick up Arlet? Maybe. There's a good chance. Because Arlet can technically still go into the jungle, right? Yuzong, huge pain in the ass. But the biggest problem with Yuzong is that Petrify is pretty useless against someone like Hanabi because it's not enough to break the shield. It's really not enough to break the shield. So he has to get on top of Hanabi. He has to somehow peel the shield away, but he doesn't have the Petrify setup. And I think that has some value. My biggest issue, there's no way this Hanabi wins the lane. How does she win it? Like Claude is, I call Claude the Swiss Army knife of gold laners, but what the fuck, man? There are matchups where he is decently good at, and there are matchups he's terrible at, but no matter what, it's never like he loses super bad or wins super hard. This is the one situation where Claude should dumpster the lane. Should dumpster. Not as hard, obviously not as hard as, like, you know, a Beatrix or Brody, for an example, but enough to make sure that Hanabi doesn't ever feel comfortable. Like, that's the truth of it, right? Hanabi is going to get blasted by a Feathered Airstrike, stolen by Yato. Divine Judgment basically is useless, so I'm guessing it has to be Feathered Airstrike. Yuzong doesn't exactly have that setup for someone like her. So the real question becomes, Hanabi on Claude? The real question becomes whether or not, how do they set up for Hanabi, right? How are they going to set up for Hanabi? I feel like Wasians, there's a good chance they might pick like Esme, maybe Uranus to kind of like synergize together with the Farsa to kind of like, basically like, oh, you set up, hit the ult, then Uranus or whoever who abuses Ice Queen Wand walks around, slows them down, and then Feathered Airstrike and get free shots, right? That's what I think is going to happen. I don't know. I have no clue. I'm making pure assumptions here. There's no explaining this. We tried. Is Moskov good against Claude? Moskov is okay against Claude. Just remember that nobody does really, really well against Claude. I remember the BTR and RRQ. Yeah, I remember that as well. And BTR got fucking slapped. All this talk about getting on Hanabi sounds kind of sus. No, it's just correct.
If it was Shark, if it was Cardi, like, it'd be different. I feel like it's extremely hard to be new to the scene, at least like here at NACT, competing, and that's you just came in being compared.
I mean, and you raised such a good point, right? Because this is one of the things that made me have such high hopes
Ban
for BTK
Smartest,
this season.
got rid of Lapu.
Yato was literally the best mage Area
Edith.
77 ever had. One of the best mages in NAT. An amazing EXP laner. Joybaj, an amazing roam for TFB, who has taken home golds as well, or at least should have, right? So, I mean, you take some of these best players from all these teams, you put them all together, sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes there's some kinks, and it's just, you know, a lot of us are wondering,
okay, so
going on?
Edith gives transformation for
solid
Valentina,
players,
Grok
but now,
cancels out Feather
Wasians keeping
Airstrike,
it still very
Lolita gets
spicy,
banned, Atlas
walking
gets
in the
banned,
lead
as
for the EXP
Atlas
line.
predicted Lolita just because she's
never
good,
know.
but they probably should have gotten rid of... Actually, now that I think about it, getting rid of Lolita has value, because then it blocks the bounces coming in from the shield. The Guardian's Bulwark.
I've never seen this formation of
Okay, Akai, yep, expected. It could have been Barat's, Akai. Ideally, it would have been Fredrin, but Akai does the same thing. Basically works like Grok, except has Retribution, and an easy way to kind of get on top of it.
Wait a minute.
Yes, that's an alpha. That's an alpha.
Okay, now my eyes worked
Jungle
on that
alpha?
one. Damn.
Okay, so guys, look, I saw the Edith. I thought, all right, they've got an EXP later, and then I see Alpha. I don't know. What does this mean? What does this mean? Okay. Here's what I. Okay. You're both scratching your heads. I don't know. I agree that you love Hanabi, right? I kind of, well, there's an argument to be made there, Dragon Killer. But here's what I can say, all right? Like, I don't have much thoughts on this because this is really hard. Like, who would have predicted this guy, right? I would not have predicted Alpha at all. I have no idea whether Edith is... who the fuck's playing jungle? I have zero idea. Like, huh? Like, these three picks, I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand why. But my best explanation is this. So you have two main carries, right? You have two main carries. These two carries need a lot of peel. Who provides that peel? Obviously, you can't go for Akai because BTK was looking to deny them. You know, they could have gone for Barats if they wanted to, like, kind of walk through them. But then again, there's always the issue of Kaja. So, Akai is always going to be high value. In this case, Edith, Peel. You see where I'm getting at? Alpha, hella Peel. Just literally just his ultimate. Everything else doesn't matter. Just his ultimate to push people away. Kaja, pick off, but mainly to slow people down. Alright? Alright? My logic is that they wanted to build a composition that peels and sets up. And basically sets up for Farsa to be the lead carry. Hanabi is kind of supplementary to the strategy, but the main carry here is this girl. Is this chick. Bird chick. Not this. She's not a chick. Kaja could be a he, could be a sheep. I don't know what pronouns it goes by. We're PC here, so I don't know. It can identify as whatever it wants. An avian bird? Fine. I'll take it. But Farsa is the big problem, right? So the question is whether BTK can actually deal with Farsa while still having enough resources to take out Hanabi if he gets to the late game. And I think with what they have here, with the Kai, Grok, like these two alone should be able to handle the Farsa. I mean, they also have Yuzong for extra, like, you know, extra measures overall, and Claude should be able to like blow up Farsa as well as Hanabi as well. So there's an argument that can be made that if Wasians are able to make make BTK members focus really hard on this Farsa pick, that, you know, who knows what happens? Who knows what happens to Hanabi, right? Because you've got so much goddamn peel. And if we're talking about relationships, like these two, they can pick people off. These two can pick people off. This one and this one, I don't know, man. The alpha, bro, I have no real answer to that. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Like, it could have been a Dairoth. It could have been a Dairoth, and you probably wouldn't gotten more value. It could have been Barats. I'm gonna assume that alpha goes into the jungle.
Hey, I'm right there. I'm at a loss of words. So let's figure it out. Let's break it down. Can we know?
Yeah, let's break it down.
Jungle Alpha.
Right?
Okay.
XP,
Is it
Jungle
right?
alpha?
I mean, you could put Kaja in the jungle.
I mean, that's fair.
could.
Who goes wrong?
Jungle.
Edith?
Edith?
Edith
I don't
Rome,
think Edith is
Kaja
too
We need
slow.
Sherlock Holmes for this one.
My,
We're casters,
my
not
guess-
investigators, Strix.
yeah.
Kaja is definitely...
And
Kaja is most
sometimes,
likely going to go into
listen,
the support
Wasians like
position.
to get crazy.
Edith
It's what they're
doesn't
gonna
go into the
do.
jungle
Are they
because her
gonna be able
clear
to do it
speed is
again?
slow,
I
so
mean,
Alpha is
overall,
our
we don't
best
even have
bet.
to talk about BTK because their lineup simple to
It's very
understand.
standard, yeah.
Very,
Alpha does
very
true damage
standard.
for tanky heroes.
Wasians,
That's
on the
true,
other
but
hand,
he
throw in
doesn't
so
do
many
a lot of
curveballs.
it. That's the
Will
big
be able to
issue.
catch
It comes from his
BTK off guard.
passive,
Now,
and his
let's
passive
actually
scaling
try to look at this
isn't
from a
that
logical
strong.
standpoint.
Unless he's ahead. And
Hanabi-
even then, we have a couple of
Hanabi,
arguments
How do you do
to be
Before I
made.
get, all right, never mind. Game one coming in. This is BTK up
Bring
against
back the marksman
Wasians
junglers
in
again?
a best
Oh.
of 3. BTK bringing in the standard lineup, bringing
All
in
right,
the usual.
all right. So it's
Wasians
Alpha and the jungle
trying
confirmed.
to catch me off guard, trying to be different. Let's see if that difference can make the difference. Like I said,
Kaja,
Alpha
it's a
jungle. It's gonna be Cade
Here starts
in the
the
Rome
dilemma.
position with this
Does they need to play
Kaja,
damage
Ego
jungle to
on the
win right now?
Parza.
No, they
and
didn't need to. They have
Merciless
plenty
in
of
the
damage.
HP
I
lane
think you
with
underestimate
this
how much Claude actually does in these
Strat you
games.
like better, Deku.
Well, let's... BTK, okay? Let's just go ahead and get out the
You
way.
sure?
I don't even know if we had to act. Yeah, I'm sure.
Are you sure?
I mean, going up against the 100% win rate Hanabi is really tough. Like, I'm a very big
100% win rate,
Like, it's
Hanabi?
really-
How do you guys get away with
Yeah,
this?
it's-
Hey, hello, Jays.
Yikes.
Hello.
It's
Enemy
BTK.
Edith is so annoying. Okay.
So,
All right.
that number can quickly change.
So Edith is
for
in the
being
EXP
realistic.
lane.
But I will say, well, I can't really. I'm not even sure like if they're being completely serious.
Okay,
I don't know
Mobazane
if
steals one of
Wade
his
is really
camps.
taking
They
this
start on the
as
same
seriously
side
as BTK is.
of the jungle.
I don't know.
But
If this is supposed to be
Mobazane
just, like, a new
is
idea
a little
they're
bit
gonna
ahead of
train this
EXP.
up. I'm trying
compared to
to think in my
Alpha.
head logically, like, what
Now
does
the Wasians
Alpha
are trying to
bring
cover
right
the
now for
Alpha.
Wasians?
Yato's looking for info, doesn't get too much.
To make it like viable, and I'm just coming up with blanks.
Like, they have
You
no
have
mid
any tricks?
prio at all.
I mean, I would say that it's something to dive into the backside, maybe jump onto the gold
There's
lane,
no need
right?
to rotate
But
the
here's
top
thing.
side for
Claude is
Valentina
BMI,
because the
able to
wave
dash away.
is already
I would
pushed
say
in.
it could
Oh,
dive into the back line
wait,
and
the top side. Let's go in
possibly
top
get to
side,
the
bro.
mage. But
Observer,
you're going up
observer.
against Valentina, who has
Observer.
dashes, has a lot of escapability, is not a immobile mid laner. You know, so honestly, it doesn't bring a whole lot of answers. I guess you get sustainability.
God damn it,
but
Kyrie
nothing that a
Esports.
couple
Aegis and
Dominant
Hanabi?
Rises
Yes, Aegis for
won't
Hanabi, because you
answer.
want...
I
Because
don't
when
think the
Hanabi
ultimate
has an
works
active
against the
shield,
heavy
she is
spin.
CC
It's
immune.
not going to push that away. So yeah,
So it's more
I'm having a
immune.
little bit of trouble wrapping my brain about it. I want to be the nice caster right now
Oh, I
who
see,
says,
I see, Tracks.
oh, there's so many possibilities.
Oh, the turtle
but
sling graphic looks
I can't
nice.
think of any type of... I think we need Wolf here. We need Wolf, we need Gideon, we need some true analysis to try to pull this one out of something.
That's me.
I'm gonna give you my quick analysis. It's gonna
Is
be.
Claude about to
it's gonna
die
be
here?
blunt
Yep.
truth. I have no problem.
He's
being
dead.
That the,
And then ult.
The anti-hero here.
Huh?
Hang on, little
Huh?
action to the bot side tricks.
Oh, Joy
What?
Bosch taking a bit of damage.
What?
Ooga Booga.
Wait.
Try to pull this one out of
How
something.
did they fuck that up?
I'm gonna give you my quick analysis.
Wait, does he have
It's gonna
Purify?
be-
No, he
it's
doesn't
gonna
have
be blunt
Purify.
truth.
What
I have
happens here?
No problem being that the anti-hero here. But hang on, little action to the bot side tricks.
Did Ooga Booga use his ult too early? How does Claude
Out of
not
something.
die there?
I'm gonna give you my quick analysis. It's gonna be the blunt
Okay.
truth.
Okay. Divine Judgment. That's like 1 second.
No
2 seconds.
problem being that.
Like right here. Ah, the Blazing Duet Shield. The Blazing Duet Shield. He was able to get the Blazing Duet off before the ult connected.
The anti-hero here, but hang on, little action to the bot side tricks.
Alright. Just clear it up.
Joy Bosch taking a bit of damage. Ooga Booga may get first blood here. Listen, if Wazen somehow pulled this off, I'm
No, he
willing
didn't.
to use my words.
He
I'm willing to learn
he
here.
he
But right
gave
now, I
a
still-
small
I gotta
window to
keep
Yuna to use his ult. Well, yep.
Wow.
As expected, Chacho can't do anything. He probably should ult it out, but BTK is playing off of priority.
It's one of those things, man, where
Like, look at
it's
this, look at this, look at this. If there's anything you want to take away from the
But right
stream,
now-
understand lane
damage.
priority. This lane priority is such, like, an essential part of the game that nobody fucking understands. Now, let's ignore what's happening down on bot side here. Let's ignore this, right? Let me just pull up I need thinner lines. We're gonna use thin lines here because we're gonna be looking at the map, right?
But I can't think of
So
any
look at this.
type of... I think we need Wolf here. We need Wolf, we need
So the
Gideon,
bottom side
we
is
need
gonna
some true
happen.
analysis to try
These
to pull
three
this one
members
out
are
of-
like trying to
out
push
of
into the
something.
enemy jungle because they
I'm
know
gonna
that
give
he's
you
gonna do
my
purple.
analysis. It's gonna
So
be
Zane
blunt
understands
truth. I have
this
no
is
problem
open.
being that the
Yuzong is nearby and he
anti-hero here,
already
hang on,
is
little
forcing
action to the bot
priority
side
into the
tricks.
lane, right? He's forcing
Joy Bosch
Edith
taking
to
a bit of
sit under
damage.
turret,
Ooga
and
Booga
now they've set
may
up,
get
right?
first blood
So if he walks
here.
in here,
Listen,
he dies.
If Wazen somehow pulled this
He
off,
knows.
I
He
will
knows
use
something
my
is up.
words.
He
I'm willing
knows
to
something
learn
is up.
here.
But he
But
can't do
right now,
anything
I
about it
still-
because
I
his
gotta give
whole
Tracks
team is
one.
here. So what he should do is say, fuck off, run down to
goes
bottom
Chacho.
side. Either walk back into lane and run down bottom side to take whatever camps are available, because if Zane is nearby,
it's one of those things, man, where it's like
you expect Zane
it's
to be
hard for me
here.
kinda, like,
You
really
don't
dissect
expect
it
him to be
because
here.
at
That should have been
first
his play.
I feel like, okay, I'm going for the Navi pick again. Do I think it's the craziest pick? No, but they did find success with it. It is kind of new. It was buffed recently, so I can see like
Well,
why someone might go
good
for
play
it.
by
But speaking
Joy
of
Boy.
things here,
Ooh, Joy Bosch with a nice wild charge, then puts up the wall, forcing Cade to dash away.
Okay, good alt
Nice
steal,
pull
but
in,
how are they going to
suppression does
stop the
come
feather
in.
airstrike?
Joy Bosch will fall. Chacho able to pick up that kill. Chacho now trying to race down Yuna.
Yeah, Grok died so fast there. Nicely done by
Alpha
Wasians.
picking up a kill
Really
there.
nicely done
now,
by
You
Wasians.
said it. Hanabi, not exactly like
Play on your
us.
strong side, I
mean, of
guess.
course,
Then I
it's
have
completely
people in
unmeta.
rank crying that I
Ooga Booga
don't
does
gank a
rock it.
losing
The
lane
damage
and
streak
help
can be
lol.
something in the
Ah,
late game
pub
that
games.
can
Pub
work.
games
I'm
do
not
be like that,
completely
Jace.
hating on
Pub games
that.
do be like
I'm
that.
just confused by the alpha pick.
indubitably, that's all I'm getting at. I'm just very confused on
Okay.
what the alpha pick is here for. I can vibe with the Hanabi. I can get a little weird. I can vouch for Edith. It's been used, you know, in the pro play across seas. We've seen it a few times from players here in North America. That's not unusual. But this alpha pick is just such a wild card. That's what makes me feel like, are they really trying, or are they just like, they just out here vibing? Like, did Wasians come to
Out
play
here vibing.
and BTK came to win? Like, what's really going on here? But you know, like you said, we could be proven wrong, and if they win, it says a lot for both teams. More
Okay,
so for
BTK at priority
but,
here. Yuzong
you know, I can't knock
has
it,
rotated first.
until I try it, and this is my first time seeing
Okay,
Alpha
that's a
go.
good
Hang on.
pick-off.
Wait a second, nice pick onto Yato there, a little bit out of position.
Two ults
Chacho
being
trying to
used.
make
Two ults
his
for
way
one. That's pretty
into
good.
this
That's pretty
pick.
good.
Wants to challenge
Ooga
Zane.
Booga has to
Cade
be very
also there as
careful.
well. Black T brings out the Black
Shield himself.
Dragon. Able to move on.
Shield
to
yourself.
Ugabuga, keeping him at distance.
Protect yourself.
Mobazane able to secure the turtle.
Wait,
Joybox
where did
with
T
the wild
go?
charge. Chacho tries to come in, gets pinned against the wall. T also here, about to get the knock up and the kill on Decade there. Ugabuga in a bad spot. T not quite able to find him. Ugabuga unleashes, Merciless picks up the kill. Chacho finds one onto Mobazane. Yato finds Chacho though. That one rhymed. Yato now in a bad spot up against Merciless. Pops the feathered air.
All right, they deserve that. They deserve that. Okay, okay. Wasians deserve that. Like, I definitely thought they shouldn't have gotten away with a 2-for-2 trade. Like, it should not have been even there for the Wasians. Bloodthirsty Kings definitely should have traded up there, or at the very least traded significantly better because of the position that they had on the map. But Wasians pull it back. But Wasians took over that fight, but BTK pull it back. Like, check this out. Check this out. Check this out.
That one rhyme.
Let's pull this back for a couple of seconds.
So I tried, and this is my first time.
Like, there's no reason. Like, there's no reason
Wrong, and if they win, it says a lot
for this to happen, right? In a case situation like this, the Wasians are controlling Tribrush, right? They're controlling Tribrush. KD has shown himself. They know he's here, right? If he is here, there's a likelihood of two people either here or here. Like, that should be that. Like, game sense tells you if KD is here, therefore the enemy team should be relatively nearby. Two spots that they could be, either Tribrush or they could be here, right? Joybosh checks Pixel Brush. Pixel Brush, there's nobody inside. Now look at the map. We see that Yuzong has first priority, right? Yuzong, at this point of time, this is where you call for a fight. You get Yato to be like, Yato, get ready, walk, like, you can walk up here, but you need the Black Dragon form to immediately cut down towards Tribrush. And how he wants to check it, he wants to check River Bush first, then he probably wants to check the bush up here by the purple buff bush. He doesn't care about this one because it's too far away. This bush here is too far away, so this bush is the best. So he flies down like this, and then checks both this and this. At that point, you'll have all the information you need, and you have priority. You have the best position. You have the best position for this turtle fight, and you can immediately initiate on Wasians, right? You can cut off their escapes. You can cut off their escape from here and force them into a chokehold, or at least push them back into the lane. And once you push them back into the lane, Mobazane is probably going to be done with the turtle by then. You don't need to really do anything, right? But the Wasians somehow get away with it. I don't know how exactly they got away with this, right?
Both teams.
Like, they see this. They know KD is here. They know that Alpha, they're not 100% sure where Alpha is at the moment. Alpha shows himself right here.
So for BTK,
Mobazane starts backing up. Yato starts walking up. Yato, come on, Yato, don't make mistakes like this. You'll see the enemy Kaja hide in the Twibus. You don't play, good sir. Like, what do you expect is gonna happen, right? You walk into the brush. Oh, I can't see anything. I'm going to first skill the bush. I first skill the bush. I instantly die.
but I can't knock
Dead.
Until I try it, and this is my first time seeing Alpha Jungle.
Like that, Yato. No. You don't do that. Do not disrespect the Kaja. Kaja, bad boy. Kaja, very dirty player. Very dirty player.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, wait a second, nice.
And now it's a 4v4, right? Wasians decide, Tribrush is a weak position. Let's go over to this side of the map. Let's go over to this side of the pit where we have, like, direct access to the turtle rather than having to hop over this wall, which is really annoying sometimes. Every time you want to go over this wall, there's, like, chances that you have to blow at least one of your battle spells, maybe Flicker, for an example. Or, in this case, if you're a Chacho, your only way to hop over the wall is with your ult, but you want to save that, so they're just looking for angles to push them off. They don't want to go from... They could actually go from this side, but then they would lose their team fight threat, right? Because the only people who have ults is Ugabuga and Chacho. So now you're playing with your two players to kind of create this front line here.
Pick onto Yato there, a little bit out of position. Chacho trying to make his way into this pit, wants to challenge Zane.
Okay. Okay. They know they don't have the feathered airstrike. They know Ooga Booga still has his ult. They know Chacho still has his ult. They know Merciless still has his ult. They know that 3 people were up there. They saw the Alpha walk into Riverbush. So the only people unaccounted for is Ego and as well as Merciless. But Merciless, they should have noticed over the mid lane wave.
Cade, also there as
Yeah,
well.
like they're
Black
literally
Tea brings
doing the
out
wave
Black
right now.
Dragon. Able to move on to Ooga Booga, keeping him at distance. Mobazane able to secure the
T fucked up there. He fucked up there. He should be on top of Ooga Booga right now.
turtle. Joybotch with the wild charge. Chacho tries to come in, gets pinned against the wall. T also here, about to get the knock up and the kill on Cade there.
That's
Ooga
just
Booga,
bad
bad
comms by
spot.
BTK.
T not quite able to find him. Ooga Booga unleashes. Merciless picks up the kill. Chacho finds one onto Mobazane.
Yeah, that's just bad comms
Yato
coming in from
finds
BTK.
Chacho, though.
They all
That
had a
one
different idea
rhymes.
of what they were doing.
Yato
Like,
now in a
Yuna
bad
probably
spot
would have
up
gotten
against
more
Merciless.
value if you just
Pops the feathered
focused down
airstrikes, finds
on
Zago.
Chacho and put him further behind
Quite
because
the game
Mobazane
we
is
got
already
here. It's
ahead.
4-4.
Ooga Booga didn't die, which he
Goal this
absolutely
time.
should have, or at least like lost his ult way earlier to T, but T messed up because he took the rune and dashed the wrong way.
Some more than others. This is very interesting indeed. I mean, Alpha Chacho's in 2-2, and I think for an Alpha jungle team,
Items,
that's an incredible
Corrosion
stat line
Side,
at the 5-minute mark because in
Fury
my eyes,
Hammer.
it
Oh,
should
he just
be
got the
around
Hunter Strike.
0-4, maybe pushing it for 0-5. Speaking of pushing.
Bro, if Cade keeps getting picks like this,
Yep,
I
well
think
played, Cade.
anyone could carry this game. Whether you have a Hanabi, you could have Lei right now. If Cade keeps getting picks like this, it is going to be a problem. But finally, Ooga Booga does go down. The boogeyman has been taken out. The nightmare of your dreams, the Hanabi coming in your game.
The nightmare
Able
of
to
my
find that kill.
dreams. God damn, that sounds like a
Right? He
good
found the
dream,
first
bro.
kill. I think at that point they kind of just turn around, but I know he was kind of hunting for Joy.
Stephen.
You can't just ignore Yato as if he's not there with the Valentina. A little bit of a misplay, a little bit too greedy. They could have walked away up in the trade. But
Nah,
I
I don't
say,
like
they're
thinking
only
too
down
much.
500
Let's just
gold.
fight. Kaido Dragon.
That
That do be true sometimes. That do be true.
What the Alpha is.
Okay,
I'm not
go
saying
on.
other heroes couldn't have done it, but I think I figured it out, right? What it is, it's just another hero to create space in the front line. He does have sustainability, maybe a little bit of slowdown, a little bit of CC, but everything revolves around Ooga Booga. Everything.
Everything?
It's all about trying to have Ooga Booga go deathless, which he has taken a death, but still, as long as we can possibly get picks off with Cade, hold down a nice front side, then Ooga Booga can pop off, stand still, fire off basic shots, and kill everybody.
It
There's the
seems
game
true.
plan right there.
Wasians are playing towards the gold side of the map.
Justified the outcome.
You know, Trex, it sounded good, but I'm not convinced. It sounded like you just put some words together to really make the alpha work. I'm not going to overanalyze this. I think we're calling it what it is. I mean, look at that. Front line, it picked off from Yato immediately. You can't front line. You get bursted out like that. Trex, come on, man. You're joking around. Boys aren't serious.
I'm with Coach Deku on this one. For sure, I'm with Coach Deku on this. That is funny. That is funny.
But I think once they simmer down and let the nerves relax and they start playing like BTK and like these players have played individually, it's going to be a quick match for the side of Wasians.
I'm just scared to eat my words, Deku. I'm scared. I'm worried.
Ooh,
like,
good
what
flicker.
if it happens, right? But wait a second. Nice pressing. Cade
Power
finds it
nature,
again.
bro?
Then an airstrike comes down.
Okay,
Ooga Booga
okay,
trying to pop
okay,
off.
okay.
Joybotch in a bad
You
spot.
should die
Comes to
here.
Seal play. Ooga Booga wants it. Ooga
lucky.
Booga gets it. Nice pick on a Joybotch there. Wasians
Yato!
not too far behind.
Bam! Oh!
But in comes Yato.
Oh, he
Has a
tried.
goal of his own. Another kill goes on to Ooga Booga there.
Oh, he tried. Oh, Ooga Booga tried there. He really tried. I'll give him props. That was a well-timed Aegis. That was a well-timed Aegis, but Yato was just faster.
They're only down 1K gold, down 2 kills, and they aren't really behind on too much. I mean, they've lost every objective, which is, you know, deplorable for a team at this caliber to lose every single turtle, but they haven't lost any towers. They haven't made any bad trades as far as fights, and they still are in this match, even though they have a Hanabi, an Alpha, and an Edith on a lane and jungle. So it could definitely
QT
be a
and
lot
TZ
worse.
might have
Like,
the
the
buffs.
skill
I don't know, dude. I don't even
these
think
matches
QT or a
they are,
TZ might be
does
able to
me
make
a
the
little
Hanabi
nervous. I'm
work.
wondering when does BTK kind of like make this into a humans versus AI match? Because right now it feels for like whatever reason
Human
it's
versus
an even
AI.
5v5.
Versus AI.
Hold on a second. Nice suppression. Big pick. Cade able to flicker away
not.
though and escape. Zane, now a little bit low health. Maybe doesn't want to start working on this.
No, he got the Sky Guardian helmet, so he's gonna start healing back up sooner rather than later. Weijins don't have any position, so it's a good time to go for a reset.
This is
Plus, I don't think they can rush it down if they don't have all their members. Okay, okay, Alpha is dead. Just what do you even do as Alpha? Like, Alpha's ult is such a bad engage tool because it pushes people. So it's better as a peel tool. They get the tier 1 for his death, though.
in first tower somehow goes to the side of Weijins. Uga Booga with the Hanabi not looking to let go of that 100% win rate so easily. You can see BTK trying to set up for this board. Beat Bobazane trying to work on it.
Okay, Feather Airstrike is gone. This is huge.
Control just yet. Tower picked up in the top side.
Don't respect KD. Don't disrespect. Don't disrespect.
From both sides.
Top side is pushing, mid lane is getting pushed in, but they don't care. Make a choice! Make a choice, BTK! You gotta make a choice! You can't just leave your mid tier 1 open like that. Weijins should instantly punish there and taken that tier 1. Send one person, that's all it takes.
So if they can just like stall as much as possible here.
Okay, they want to fight.
What? Merciless tries to flicker in, able to find it. With a nice pick.
What? What just happened there?
Stall as much as possible here. Wait a second, Cade with a nice pick off. Joy Bodge able to flicker away. Merciless.
Okay, he gets pulled, but he flickers and then ults. Why didn't you just like wild charge into the wall then flicker? I think he tried to do that. I don't know. I think he tried to do that, missed the wall, or maybe he was trying to get out and was like just pressing buttons.
Pick off tricks.
His Joy Botch is the same as Joy Boy in Ren Season 10? Nah, they're not the same. They're not the same.
Around it. They're not really like starting it. They're letting Zane do the work, and then I think they're gonna try to come in and make something happen. But T from the backside,
yep,
right
nicely
on
done.
Uga,
that's what you want to see.
Finds the kill.
Yep,
Zane,
get on top of Ego.
Chacho coming in as
what?
Chacho steals the Lord. Joy Bodge though with the knock-up. Chacho goes down. Yato carrying right now. 9-1-1, finding kills left and right.
Oh, Zane fucked up.
Now 9-1-1 with the knock.
I just looked at their cooldowns.
Uga gets a knock-up, finds the
4003.
kill. Zane.
He gets pushed. It's 216, but oh, was Zane stunned at this time?
Gets a knock-up, finds the
okay,
kill.
knocked up. Alt. Oh, that's so unlucky. He gets knocked up by Lord.
Chacho coming in as well, and Chacho steals the Lord. Joy Bodge though.
That's so unlucky. Okay, that's just unlucky. All right.
Carrying right now, 9-1-1, finding kills left and right.
This is, Alpha online, isn't that one of his lines? He picks up the Lord, they lose a lot of members.
Yes, that is his line.
And just the fact that you're even able to pick up that first Lord is just insane to me. For whatever reason, this combination, this comp they have is working. Trash.
The comp is working, but BTK should win no matter what, right?
Definitely a sad day for that. But it does look like BTK now has finally gotten past that wall a little bit. They've taken about a 2,000 gold lead. They took down that Lord. They completely re-attacked off of
take every camp.
Chacho getting the steal there. So at this point, BTK still holding the lead.
They are still holding the lead, but it's not a convincing one for me just yet. They're still down in towers. It is 3-2 in the favor of Weijins. They're gonna need to start making this translate, but there it goes.
Nicely done.
Booga deleted once again. Cade with the pull onto Mobazane, but he's just too bulky. Takes a couple tower shots to the face, but is still up. Cade trying to defend with all he can, but he just can't. Yato off cam, picking up the kill onto Chacho.
That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see.
Single-handedly keeping my dreams alive, but BTK not having.
Yato's 11-1.
Like
He's 11-1 with mystery shop. He is balling. He is so rich.
Like, okay, enough with the shenanigans.
Man's making bank, still reeling from the surprise. He slash bleed. M3 top 4 lost against another up-and-coming team in MPL SG. Really? Bleed lost to a new team? Okay. Something to keep in mind and check out later.
There's still a good amount of towers on the board for Weijins. I mean, we're looking at a tier 3. It's going to end up getting taken down now. into the hands of Yuna, but like it should have been taken out at like minute 4 in my head. That's like how I'm like looking at this game or how I envisioned it happening. But like until BTK wins, it's uncomfortable, Trex. Like you said, I'm a little scared to eat my words here. I need them to go ahead and wrap up this game.
Yeah, I mean, this could change. If Equations win this
Mobazane
game,
has an angle
it could
here.
change everything we look at the meta right now.
Changes reality.
Changes reality. Alpha
Mobazane wants to
Hanabi
bait them
meta
into the
isn't
orange
gonna
buff
happen.
pit so they can. Oh, what the hell's happening?
Defend the realm of the gods right now. Defend all we know of what is Mobile Legends. Yato will go down. T going to the backside with the Black Dragon. Look for.
Okay, sorry. I gotta pull this back. I don't know what the hell happened in the mid lane. What happened there?
This is reality. Alpha Hanabi
Okay, Valentina pulls Hanabi here.
meta
Claude jumps in with the Blazing Duet, and then we have Merciless and...
isn't gonna happen. Bloodthirsty King trying to defend the realm of the gods.
Okay,
right
then
now,
Chacho
defend all we know of
re-engaged.
what is
Alright,
Mobile
alright.
Legends. Yato will go down. T going to the backside with the Black Dragon, looking for Cade, gets the Petrify into Chacho. Chacho falls, Mobazane finding that kill. Joybaj will get taken out by Merciless, it's double kill for
They lost
him.
all their damage,
Now Zane
so they
on
have
the
to
run,
run.
gonna get chased down. Oh, able to get the
Good sidestep,
able to
but-
get the moves, but will fall to Cade. It's a 3-for-2 trade into the hands of the Wasians.
And you know what just spawned in there?
No, you can't engage like that. You cannot engage like that.
Their jungler is down, but they still have a lot of pieces where they'll be able to set
I
up
think
around
Bloodthirsty
the very
Kings thought they
least.
could like get the kill and then walk away. I don't think they were expecting the
Zane's down,
damage from Chacho.
Chacho's coming in and left them
From
alive.
Chacho and
Yeah, let's go
KD.
ahead and start
Sorry,
this.
Merciless.
Maybe get
I think they
into
kind of
attack.
disrespected Merciless there.
It's like they're gonna go ahead and start it though.
But it's a good thing that he flickered forward. This should be a kill for T, but let's see the 1v1.
Merciless is
Hey,
honestly, with
T,
this
T,
Edith,
relax,
doing a great job.
relax,
Everything
relax.
aside,
You're not in
start
danger.
taking
You're
this
not
game
in
a little bit
danger, good
serious.
sir.
Merciless has really done a good job of finding those picks. And here's the thing with Wasians. They have a lot to answer the tanky composition of BTK. You have Merciless,
Romer
who
is
switches
better.
that Primal
Yeah,
Form,
Contra
who
Romer
can
is
shred
better.
down bulky heroes. You have Uga Buga, who can shred down
Kaja is
bulky
the
heroes if
Romer.
the time is given. You have Chacho on the Alpha, who does do true damage. And
Okay,
can
Hanabi's got a
also
good amount of
does
damage
help a
right
little
now
bit to
based
that
on what we're
effect. So
seeing.
there are some
Based on what we're
answers
seeing
for
against her
Wasians.
on the Lord.
BTK just needs to wrap things up because honestly though, if this game goes to like 25 minutes, it could be rough.
They really gotta stop doing this combination of like engaging on one guy with just the Blazing Duet. There's no value in it.
Was able to cancel out that Blazing Duet, but hang on, a little bit more
A
action.
little bit of suppression. T goes down a little bit too deep. Merciless able to get some nice shred onto Yato here. Zane looking for a position, but Uga Buga's just gonna keep firing those basics. Chacho finds a knockup.
Damn,
Finds
Merciless!
Zane.
Merciless! Look
Zane
Merciless right now!
finds his own team
Oh!
ball. A little
Oh!
bit rough.
Oh!
Trying to escape a
Edith!
bit of damage.
Edith!
Get away, but
Blazing
the
Duet
Alpha
instantly
is
cancelled by
attack.
Chacho. Nicely
Chacho
done!
Buda goes down. Wasians trying to make a play. Merciless finds more. A mega kill for Merciless and Wasians.
Well
are
done.
taking the
Well done
lead
to the
here.
Wasians.
You know what?
BTK are trying too hard to engage on Wasians when it shouldn't be the case. They should just wait for Wasians to make any move and then punish them because they're just a weaker comp. They keep trying to take the initiative when they don't have a 5k goal lead.
I think he even took down Yato himself.
And they are also disrespecting Merciless. They just like, they're pretending as if he doesn't exist in the game. And he is proving them wrong. Every flicker has been good so far by Edith. Okay, good block, good block.
Cade comes in, gets the suppression on him.
Uga Buga's gonna kill everybody here.
Trying to shred down.
No.
Zane very low health. The base
No.
will fall. Wasians
No.
have taken game one.
Damn!
It's time to eat our words because right there, Alpha and Hanabi have proven the world wrong.
Coach Denku.
Eat it. Eat your words.
This is. I mean, okay.
That's
well,
why
I
more
guess now we
Black-
can't joke around with it. This is serious.
Blacklist International's
It-
coach.
We have to
So
respect
it's
it.
not really
It
good
took
tandem
down
and
Zane.
pickoffs.
True emotional damage.
Yeah, it's
actually,
true.
is the
I think Claude.
highest
The thing
form
is,
of
the thing
damage
about
out
Claude is that he
of the
requires
Let's-
stacks. That's the most important
really
thing.
try to, figure out
That screen's
what-
good. I think it's all right.
I think what you kind of pointed out about Mercy
Revival versus
to Edith, I
Bleed.
feel like
Okay.
all memes aside,
But
he
maybe it's a
really
COVID
did
debuff.
set
They
up
got
a lot of
COVID?
good plays ways for them.
Good thing Kadra is not the
Be able
jungler
to,
right now. As Mirko
open
said,
up
Kadra
some
without
of those
Flicker,
engagements
that's
for
so
those
bad.
fights. It was
True.
pretty remarkable. Taking 1v1s up against
Kadra
T, I
jungler
think
was like
he's
playing Ling in the mid.
I think he's the one that's a pretty big
The boogeyman is real, and he plays Hanabi.
You're pulling
I
out the
think-
heat. It's something
okay.
that kind of just recently
I gotta
opened
give it
up
to the
as far as
Wasians. I
folks,
will say that their Hanabi player is
and
very
making
good
it
at their
work
shield
up against
timings.
the top
Very,
tier
very
team
good at
on
the
their
shield
comfort.
timings.
You know,
Like there is a little bit of like
ridiculous what
mind
kinda
games
they had
going on
for
when
him.
you're playing
He
against the
went 4-0
Hanabi. It's
and
like,
5
when
in a
does she pop the
flawless
shield?
game.
If you time the shield right
it
and
was
dodge
ways
the
to
damage,
protect.
you can just walk out of a lot of situations. And especially when you have the Aegis, you catch people off guard so easily.
I mean, he literally was out golding Yato.
What's next? Glue
by the
jungler?
end of that, and Yato had a
I wouldn't be too
phenomenal
surprised, and I don't think
game,
Glue Jungler is
right?
that bad.
So overall, I gotta get. I mean, that's really the player there, and what.
Okay, let's
Chacho
hear this
did
post
was
analysis.
create space. What Cade did as well, making some great pickoffs from start to finish. They were
Yeah.
able to bide that time, right?
Cade is
They were
good,
able to get those,
but
divine
I think that
judgments off
Merciless is
early
MVP for
on,
sure.
Slowing down BTK buys enough time for Uga Buga, who gets the golden staff in, gets the
Mhm.
THS in,
Mhm.
gets the corrosion scythe in,
Mhm.
and overall, eventually, Wasians come out on top. BTK makes a couple bad plays there in the
I
end.
kind of don't like the Feather of
Couple bad plays,
Heaven
couple bad
on
decisions.
Hanabi. I'll be
Maybe some
honest with
bad
y'all.
intentions coming out from Wasians.
I'll be honest with y'all.
Good,
I kind of don't like
setup,
that.
though,
I
and
kind of
some
don't like
good,
that.
misdirection
Merciless carried
plays.
hard. He was carrying hella hard. He was
This
making
was
Yuna
outcomes
regret
going
playing
to happen,
Claude.
that it was even possible. Just looking at this final replay, just bringing back all.
Like,
the
what's good about
traumatizing
Alpha is that
things
at least
last
with his
season
ult, you can see,
that
like,
I
oh,
could've
Blazing.
believed
I tried to
what was
Blazing do it.
happening,
I'm gonna just
but
push you away.
obviously the Wasians did. If you
I think
believe in
FOH
that,
was
achieving
visual
anything
bug.
that
Oh,
true.
okay.
We are heading into that draft.
That was a
right?
visual bug.
We're
All right,
going
all right.
to-
Fair enough. Fair
I hate
enough.
to say it,
Hanabi
elimination.
ban. Hanabi ban.
That could be a case. Maybe
I'll be banned.
I'm gonna go for the, you gotta save some pride. If you ban
Our prod team has been having a lot of item
You
issues.
have
No
some
worries, no
record
worries. At
in
least
this
you're here to
match.
let me know. Let me
So
in on
wait for
the
the
sweet
ESA
deets,
face with Hobby and come
the
up
sweet
against that.
details.
Trex, with these typical bands that are probably going to be coming out a little bit of time, let's talk about it, right? You said the 2-0.
First
is gonna
week,
be
all
able to
jungle
do it.
boots were DHSs.
Will keep them where they are, but
That's funny. That's funny.
Takes them out here with a 1-0 lead in a best of 3. It is match point. You know what that means. BTK has to win. They go home with this one.
Listen, if BTK
What?
loses this game,
Okay,
it
okay.
puts them at 1-3. They would be tied with Fallout, and Wasians would actually be above them. BTK would be tied for the number 7, number 6 slot at that point. If they lose
Ooh.
this game, especially if they lose it 2-0.
Damn, the NACT is
would
closer than I
actually-
thought.
They would actually no, they would be losing to Fallout as well.
I feel
BTK
like
has to
Wasians
get
are
this
setting
win.
up for
You know,
Hanabi
if
again.
they fall below Empire,
Because they
there's-
probably shouldn't be banning out the
Yeah,
Joy on their side. Also,
Yeah,
the
if they
Valentina
lose
and
out- if
Fredrin
they
on
lose
blue
this game,
side
they
ban,
drop to
kind
the
of weird.
spot.
Kind of weird. Because what are they gonna first pick? Are they
I
gonna
mean,
first
they
pick
come out
Alpha
the
or some
bottom,
shit?
they had 3 ties, right? I mean, they come out the bottom of the
Are they gonna first pick
Yeah.
Alpha?
They were all tied at the start.
Yeah.
Farmus, there we go.
They would be
Okay, I
bottom.
respect
They
it. I
would be
respect
bottom.
it. I respect it.
That's, it goes back to
Kaja,
talking
yep.
about the first match. Like, it's crazy to even have these conversations. We're talking about if BTK loses.
Come on, lock in
they're
Yve.
going
I
to
don't know why
second
teams keep
spot
thinking that,
on
like,
the
you
team
know,
standings.
Farsa, high damage,
Never
we can
thought
do
I'd ever
things,
hear
but
BTK
Yve is so
somewhere
good
near
with the
last
box.
ever. But these are wild
Just the
times to
stun
do it.
off of the
NACT
box gets you so
Spring
much value.
2023. Apparently, the motto should have been anything can happen. Because that's exactly what's
And
happening.
you can just build damage if you feel like you don't have enough. You don't necessarily have to go like you don't necessarily have to go for Ice Queens into Glowing Wand. You can go like Genius Wand into Ice Queen's
The
Wand.
Land of Dawn. It's incredible. It might as well be a jungle.
I mean, you gotta be like, I'm.
Yuzong
wondering what's
again?
going on. I wish I had a fly on the wall of the BTK
Oh, yeah.
comms
Okay,
right
because
now,
mid lane
right?
has
Like,
based
What's
there.
like that right there?
BTK
That's
assumes
a-
that Wasians
that's
are
a
going to
hit
use
right
Farmus
there,
in the
right?
mid
That's a hit.
lane.
You gotta really.
So they're
collect
gonna lock
yourself,
in the
keep your cool
they're gonna
as
lock
you
in the
come into
Yuzong
this
just so that
game,
they can
because
make
like,
sure that the mid
Wasians
lane could be a
won that
Farsa
Yeah.
or
With some
Yve,
unmeta
so they don't get
heroes.
attacked. Yep, Hanabi.
And now Ooga Booga, the Boogeyman. That's his
Right.
new
The
nickname.
Boogeyman.
All you other casters, you better start calling him it, because
The
that right there is stuff
Boogeyman.
of nightmares. What we just saw. So the Boogeyman here is gonna pick up the Hanabi again,
Edith.
and honestly, I'm starting to vibe with it. Merciless on the Edith once again. We know
I don't
how
mind
well
the
he
Edith.
plays.
The Edith into
I
the
am not
Yusong matchup
completely
isn't the
doubting
worst
fact
in the
That
world.
Wasians could sweep this.
Like, once you hit level 4,
You
it's
know,
not
Trace,
that bad.
Had we been okay, I'll use mine. So had
If
we
you
been
played
talking about
Piano
this
Tiles
earlier on,
before in a
if you
pro
said
mode,
Wasian sweeps
you might have gotten to
BTK,
be a Yves
uh,
expert.
oh,
Look. I played Citus, alright? If I played a lot of Citus, alright? Citus 1, I don't like Citus 2. But I'm telling you, my Yves game isn't that bad. Gideon, why Bruno's still not being picked since last year in tournament? Because Bruno, as much as he is a lane bully, he plays very selfishly. Brody has a little bit more utility. He's very good at cleaning up lanes, and he's an even harder bully because he has like a solid way to CC people and all in compared to someone like Bruno who struggles at doing that, and you only have the slide tackle for a reset on your auto. Yo, Citus gang, Randy X, let's go! Dude, Citus is so much fun. It really is so much fun.
But it could be something that teams are worried about it. Like Malaysians, some of them have some clutch picks here and there. I'm just saying. Yes,
Wait, back it up a little bit, because the way you said that sentence applied a lot. There was some weight to those words. You said, yeah, maybe not against a team like Ohio Brothers. What kind of team are they facing right now?
Yeah, what the fuck, Trex?
They're facing a good. They're facing. Let's not go.
Come on
there.
now. Let's be clear.
Man gets called out on live.
All I'm saying is that Ooga Booga on the Hanabi is clean. Whether we think it's meta or not.
Oh,
Ooga
that's
Booga
so
on the
funny.
Hanabi is clean. He's proved that. Merciless on this Edith helps make it even more sealed in. So, possibilities here for Wasians to win this game.
Okay, Trek, sound
I'm not going to deny it
start
anymore.
breaking this down.
No sound bites.
No,
What do you think about the draft?
Gotta ask. No. It is about the draft. Are you saying here now Hanabi goes into your basket of clutch picks? Like, if you see Hanabi, you're like, that's
For
the one.
Wasians? For
That's the
Wasians?
answer.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
Wasians?
You're wrong.
Yeah.
So it's solidified in your head.
For
Hanabi
Wasians?
is the
Ooga
bread and
Booga?
butter.
Not the bread and butter. It's a clutch. It's a pocket
It's a
pick.
clutch.
It's a clutch. It's like a, oh wait, even though in this draft everything else is open, I'm gonna pick up the Hanabi. It's a clutch.
All right. Okay. All right.
It's a surprise.
I'll leave it at that. We'll get back into it now. We see
Dude, Trex is like digging his toes into the sand, and he's just like, I just got to explain it. I just have to explain it. It's like it's a clutch. It's a pocket clutch pick. It's not his bread and butter. And Deku is just digging into him. I think me and Deku had some real fun moments. I think this is a good moment. I think it's a good moment.
at the first half.
Oh, that's funny. That's so funny.
Meta picks from
Okay, Brody
a little more,
Granger.
less so from the side of Wasians. The bands have been locked in. We're gonna move into the second half now. Anything interesting you're kind
I
of
know
seeing?
Zane is good at Granger, but
personally
is
for
it
myself.
called for here? I guess there is value because
Right
the
now,
AoE on the
just
Death
go
Sonata.
Pick up the YSS. Pick up
Right.
the Roger. Get crazy. Since they want to get crazy,
They
why
are.
not? What do you got to lose at this point? I think we were
Good
talking
point,
about this
Trex.
before.
Good
I
point.
would love
Good
to
point.
see Zane. I mean, if other teams are going to play some things that are a bit out of meta,
Mhm.
why not match that with something that fits the time zone of what
Even
some
though
of these
everything
picks
else is
are,
open,
right?
I'm gonna
They're
pick
not
it now.
playing
Feel
this
them
year's
now.
meta. They're playing older meta, right? Yes, it
Is
good to
YSS's
do
jungler
experiments, so
fine
there
in
could
this
be
current patch?
problems.
Maybe in
They
pubs,
definitely need to do something,
but
unless
you'll
it's just
you'll
what you're
understand if you
saying
don't
is
have a
it's just
snowball,
like
it's
skill
really
gap,
oppressive.
which I
Like if you're
still don't
behind,
think
you're really behind. You have to hella farm the entire
getting
game.
skill gap. I think there's
Harley!
something wrong here. There
Oh,
comes the
no,
Harith pick.
no. I don't think they get a. I'm gonna move on with my point I was gonna say before we
Harith.
address that. So
Harley.
I wasn't gonna. I
Okay.
wasn't playing the skill back. I feel like it's.
I guess they want the
it's
Harley
the
to
other way.
kill
I'm
the
not sure what's going on.
Farsa,
Like you said,
not necessarily
I'd love
to
to
cancel
hear
it because they don't have a
based
easy
on
way
that
to
right
cancel
now,
it. So they
what's
just
going
want
on
Harley to
with
shut down
kinda how
the
this team is
Farsa.
reviving.
Melissa
But
is also a good
there it
target
goes.
too because he doesn't have to be like point blank for the get away from me, have
Michael
value.
Done with the Mobazane in the face of NA.
Mr.
The real
Pack.
man has
Michael,
shown up.
aka Mike Tyson, with the
We got
boxing
Boogeyman.
gloves.
Boogeyman versus Michael Myers. Here we go. This is the table. It's been set. We're gonna rock with it. Michael Myers and Boogeyman.
I like it. You know, he's going going Thanos mode right now. He's like, fine, I'll do it myself. You know, he needs some damage.
Turks, why do you say Thanos so weird?
At what cost?
What do you call it, Thanos?
Everything.
I miss the old marksman meta. Remember the orange-purple buff debut? It made two marksmen's work. Search something like Kimmy Granger on Google. Such an OP strat back then. I've seen it before, Ray Ash, and I've casted games where they funneled the marksman. I didn't like that meta very much, I'll tell you that. It works, don't get me wrong. It worked then, but I don't think it's good.
But he's bringing out
I don't think it's healthy for the meta.
He's ready to swing. He's got the Paquito. Can he even the playing field?
Can he indeed? Now, Tricks, we do have a moment.
Okay, so they're giving up mid lane prio entirely. They're just gonna babysit the goal lane.
Chacho with this Harley pick. Now, it's very
They know that he started on purple buff side.
Actually, I'm really not that opposed to the Harley, right?
So both junglers are doing opposite paths. They're doing opposite paths, and they should result to nothing. Little Water is gonna get taken by Zane. All right.
What you get from the Harley. The magic damage is insane. The early aggression you can create with the snowball, he is single target. I feel like it could be a problem for a pick like Yato and the Farsa, a pick like the Melissa in the hands of Yuna. If he's able to get a clear shot, definitely can take out
Go way down, brother Harley. Zane's real name is
Michael.
Michael. I think you should search Kimmy Granger.
You can definitely get it done with this Harley pick. Yeah, it's a little unorthodox.
Dude, what if Team Secret didn't qualify on playoffs? Are they out in the MPL MY? Yes.
Well, here's the thing, right? Like heroes
they
like
would
Melissa, some of these heroes.
If they are bottom two, they're gonna get relegated.
Right now is because they do well against other.
Thanos, bro. I'm just saying that.
Melissa does well against.
You were saying Thanos. You were saying it kind of strange.
Konami
with Corrosion DHS and Volvis staff feels like heaven. It feels nice, but is it really good? Yato dies here. And this is what I'm talking
about. Yato right there, first blood.
Chacho is designed to take out Yato. Like, the Purify doesn't even matter. He can't survive that damage.
Meta can break what you think the meta is.
And you know, and it happened.
Like, the logic is there. The logic is definitely there. It's so good. I love Kimmy Granger.
Like first blood, exactly. Dude, what we're talking about of what he can make happen out here.
I want to agree with you, but I just can't, Ray Ash.
Will secure the first turtle there. He's
merciless.
Blood and Chacho on the Harley. A target for him is Yato, and just like first blood, exactly. Just proving what we're talking about of what he can make happen out here.
Like, why? Yeah, Merciless shouldn't be sitting in lane. They know Turtle is up, they know people are going to be on it, and they also just killed Yato down bottom side, so why is he there? Why is he not looking to delay?
He did that solo right there. T did help him a little bit.
Booga Booga dies, alright, good pick by Joboy.
Yato trying to get some revenge onto the Boogie.
Joy Bodge.
And there we go. All right, I guess if you can stop Booga Booga with the Hanabi, you got a great shot. He's on 100% win rate. You definitely got
insanity. If you want solid games, watch Fallout versus Empire. All right, Fallout versus Empire. That's the one. That's the one.
Boogeyman for no reason. Booga Booga.
Bro, search Kimmy Granger on Google. I'm not gonna do that, Ray Ash. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Pop off with the Hanabi. It's not gonna be much room for it. But someone else is gonna be put in some fear. Chacho, man. The alpha was already crazy.
That's quite rare in pro tournaments. Yes, it is. It is very much. It is very much rare, and the main idea is to shut down Yato.
Like I said, in moments like that last Lord class,
like Yato has to be real careful how he drops the feathered airstrike. Okay. Okay, you see? As soon as we see the deadly magic come out, instantly Yato straight away uses his ult.
Angle with the flicker. Yato trying to find
didn't get much value there, but they at least traded 1-for-1. They traded up there. Mobazane might be able to get one more. Ah, he whiffed, he whiffed, he whiffed, he whiffed.
Out there. Mobazane's starting to pack a little bit of a punch. He's going to move into this orange buff. Ooh, waiting for the engage.
Oh!
Hold under the tower.
Zane a bit rusty. Michael Myers a bit rusty in the Paquito. The combos weren't clean, but it does the job. It does the job. He's going to go back to his own jungle.
1v1 for the junglers, but we did see that kill transpire on Joy Bodge, and a lot of that damage.
To be fair, at least he's ahead. Mobazane is currently a level ahead of Chacho.
To be able to take him down with that finishing touch right there, a little cherry on top, if you will.
Edith, don't move from your lane.
Chacho is definitely a threat. There goes again, Trex.
Joy Bosch with
Joy-
the deadly
Joy Bosch?
magic.
Ooh.
A lot of damage. Joy Bosch gets away though. And
Wow.
here's the thing, right? Chacho.
Okay, Edith needs
there's
the
no one to
delay.
really find him. Zane does find the answer by going for the hat instead.
No,
like
it doesn't matter.
Go for Chacho. But overall, it's either Zane or
Oh, he
Joy
whiffed
Bosch
it!
who have to try to take
Oh,
it.
he missed
Other
it!
than that,
No, merciless! He tried, he tried, he tried.
Absolutely not. So they're definitely going to have to find an answer to him. But at the same time, hang on.
Okay, Ego's still alive thanks to his
That's
ult.
That's right. It's going to be incredible, important.
Good time. I
utility
mean,
though,
good time to
especially
use it. There's nothing
Ego
else on
having
the
saved
map
his
they
own
want to
life there
fight
with the
for.
ult. So that's a nice.
They don't want to
that's a nice
dive
utility
bot
use
side
up
because
inside of,
Joy
BTK,
Botch is
especially
always
just that
hovering
possible
around there
ultimate.
to
It's gonna
babysit.
come back rather quick. Paramus though is going to have a little while before that Kolto just back in play. But meanwhile, though, Chacho's still a threat running around. He is 1-1-1, but maybe looking to make himself 2-1 here.
Merciless purposely taking a bad
Definitely
trade so they
seeing
can
a lot of
chunk out
trouble.
T.
Deadly Magic does lock on. Gonna try to get that final hit.
I think Merciless should have committed with the ult.
Looking for Chacho. Misses the punch.
Oh, misses the
Not able to quite
stun.
land on. Merciless pops the primal form. Takes a bit of damage. Zane in a little bit of trouble. Ego looking for it. Gets the Ghostbusters. And Zane goes down.
Outside.
Don't bomb side.
Nabi.
Oh, cameraman, come on, bring me down there. Ooga Booga goes down. Unicutie picking up the kill in the boss side.
And that's going to be a nice trade for them. But it's just incredible to see Chacho really make this Harley pick work, man. Able to keep leading up to, finishing touches for the rest of the team as Tower falls to the hands.
Good to be back with Paquito. If there would be Yves on the team, the Yves ult might going to be Paquito's boxing ring. It would have been a cool boxing ring, though. It would have been good, but also just to protect yourself from the deadly magic. That's why I honestly think Yves is a little bit better. Doesn't get affected by the CC too much. Has value with the box, the real world manipulation, and if you're about to die, you might be able to save yourself popping your ult and getting the shield.
Well, honestly, maybe not, because there's nothing to really stop him. Like you said, there's no one to really stop him late game, so he can still have the same effectiveness. But around that 3 item spike,
it's true. Nobody can really stop him in the late game.
Comes all along. Like, there's not going to be anyone just surviving afterwards. He's going to be able to finish those kills. But Irradiant Armor, though, has been picked up by Joy Botch. He's had enough of Chacho focusing on at the start of those fights.
Yes, get your Radiant Armors. Get your Radiant Armors.
Pick up an Athena shield. It could be the answer. Then you leave yourself a little bit vulnerable to Ooga Booga in the late game if it gets that far, right? So if they're going to go that route, they have to find an answer quick. Now, next turtle does go over to the side of Wazens. So 2 turtles for BTK, 1 for Wazens. Towers at almost a standstill. Merciless trying
He's
to
not gonna get that
back
kill.
to Yuna. Yuna looking for
He knows he's
Isn't
dead.
going to be able to finish it. Yato comes in the spick of time. But in the end, Merciless does
Can't do
go
anything
down.
about that. Merciless,
I'm not gonna lie,
unfortunately,
for a
doesn't have
second
his
there,
flicker.
I actually thought Merciless was about to turn that around. But yeah,
No,
here it
no,
comes.
there's no real world
Not gonna
humans
find
that.
anything, though, but they
There
are
is
able to
no
pick up
real
this
world.
mid
But they
tower,
did
and
get
that
at
is
least
so
Inspire
huge
from
on
out
the
of
side
you.
of Wages. BTK losing the mid
Not that it
tower,
matters
losing
though. It's not like they
crosses
want to
10
forcify
minute mark.
anytime soon. There's nothing to
And
fight
they've
over
just
for.
been defying the odds and making the impossible possible from the side of Wages, man. They're doing a lot that shouldn't be happening right now.
Okay, Joy Bosch, what the
Joy
fuck?
Bosch
What?
taking a little couple
Oh.
hits from the tower to the face. Deadly Magic.
Yep,
Gonna
chase
go
him, chase
finish
him, chase him,
off.
chase him. What are you
Chacho
doing?
will
Chase
go
him,
down. That
yes.
gives everybody a little bit of freedom to roam. Mobazane
Yes.
clean things up. Chacho
Farsa doesn't
falls.
need to be
Mobazane looking for the next
here.
target
Back
with the
up, back
knockout
up,
strike,
back up,
double
back
kill
up.
onto
Farsa doesn't need to be
Ooga
here. Clear the
Booga.
mid
Boogeyman
wave.
goes down. Zane still standing.
You get that kill, you back
Alright,
up, you
man,
back
Mike-
up, boys.
Mike
Let 2
Tyson,
chase.
that's
If
my
they don't
boy. Now
have
he's
it, you
coming
back
alive.
up, take up
Enough is
rest of the
enough.
map.
We gotta get out of here and start helping the team. But yeah, Trex, I mean, we're
Oh,
talking about it.
oh, flicker.
Kids going for the siege. Hang on.
Big pick. Yuna almost gets pulled back in. Ego takes a lot of damage though. Colt Alter keeps
Okay.
him alive.
Okay.
A little bit of a disengage though. Watch Zane though on this side.
Oh, this could be huge. Yes, Katie. No, Katie fucked up.
He wants
Let
someone
him cook.
better. He wants
Come
Chacho.
here.
Come on.
Come on.
Booga booga. No shield.
You need some. Wait,
Chacho?
Chacho. Come on, Zane.
Zane.
Oh.
Ah.
The thing is that
There goes the
Zane
hype, there
is
goes the
scared
intensity. We
of
thought we were gonna
Chacho because
see
even
a
at level
slaughter. Hang
10,
on, wait. No,
there's a
Booga
good
Booga.
chance he dies. So he goes for Ooga
Answer.
Booga. All right, there we go. There we go.
Able to
Yes.
pick that one up. Zane looking for the second
Big kill,
one.
big kill,
Gonna
big
come
kill.
Back to the team though. You got what you came for. 4-1-0.
And you
Big
know what?
kill,
That's what I'm
rebuff,
talking about,
and then
man.
run
That's
back
what I
down.
gotta see from Michael Myers here. He's got to make them type of plays right there. That's some good positioning. He does have kind of like a pick off with the Paquito, so that vision denial that we were kind of talking about in these other series.
Lightning
you
Truncheon
have that
already
kind of
pushed.
composition. You definitely need to play with those bushes. The lack of information increases the threat of the pick.
See,
that
Halbert
Zane
makes
has. He's
carry
definitely gonna need
broken
that if he wants
again.
to be successful, because
Oh, yo,
taking
what's up,
on
Coach
that head-on
Mikey?
fight
Good to see you.
is a
Welcome to the
little
stream, my
rough.
guy.
For them, there's a lot of ways to be stopped, but hang on.
Nice pick from Joy Bodge there. Merciless will go down. And that's a good target, right? Merciless, you notice the big stark difference in this game? Merciless is
Oh,
0-2
Yuna's
instead of
dead.
4-0 this time.
Oh, Yuna's alive! Never mind, I take it back. Where's the
Almost
team?
getting locked up. Colt Alter comes down. Mobazane in a bad spot. Will fall to Chacho. All alone.
Yeah, there's like a really big disconnect with BTK, like amongst all the members, but Wasians, they have a disconnect with Merciless. Like, everybody else is playing together, but Merciless. Merciless is kind of doing his own thing.
Luckily, though, Booga Booga's not really in range from the kind of start.
This is what
that,
you're using my work
that
laptop.
launch. It's not
Yeah, that's. I told you. I told you. I warned you
Zane
guys.
died.
Always here, just been
Chacho's
lurking
doing
because I'm
aggressive.
cooking. Ah, no worries, Coach
Joy Bodge
Mikey.
isn't working
Appreciate you
anymore.
lurking
He
around
really
as
took
well.
All of those shots, every
Yeah.
possible stack that could happen for that deadly magic, he took it.
Okay, 3 ultimates down here. There's no there's no way they get
Like
this.
a
Yep.
cheese sandwich.
BTK make a
No
good choice.
damage on a
Just
Joy
back
Bodge,
up.
and he's gonna start holding down the front
Back
line
off.
now.
Back off.
They're
Nothing.
gonna look at
Nothing to do
Wasian's
here.
2-1
Wasian
position,
should have
but you
rushed it,
mentioned
but.
Booga. The difference is
They don't-
from last game.
lack of
being
information,
0-4.
nobody
Last
to
time he
face
didn't
check.
As many deaths in the early game, and at least he got a kill.
I mean, technically,
So
they
Booga
should send
Booga's late
Merciless
game
into
is
face
looking
check, but
very
yeah.
late at this point.
Clear the sides, clear
And,
the
you know,
sides,
I
clear the
think it kind of
sides.
speaks over to kind of the targeting. It was kind of funny at the start, Chacho going for Joy Bodge, kind of punching him, but since the Radiant Armor has been locked in, I don't know if he's paying attention to the items at all, as he split pushes that top slide. It was a little interesting note, but he needs to start going for Yato. He needs to focus on this stage. Going for this Joy Bodge.
I got the copy, I got the copy.
Booga Booga instantly deleted. Does get
Ooh, that
down.
smells
Unikuni
good.
will be next. Yato on the run.
Thank
Chacho trying to
you.
find the backside, but a double kill does go.
Stream still going on?
Yeah, the stream's still going on. Everybody, Amy's here, my editor, moderator. Say hi while you still can.
And then my hair color is different.
And yes, your hair color is different. Oh yeah, I better pass you your coffee first.
Yeah, mine's... If you guys haven't clicked subscribe, do it right now.
Do it now.
And like every single videos.
Yeah. When we're editing this, for YouTube,
Yeah.
this is gonna be the like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe so he still gets to hire me to edit.
Over the side of Mobazane. Chacho does want Yato though. Yato tries to
Chacho
sidestep,
wants
can't quite
Yato,
make it as
alright,
Chacho
he's
picks up the
dead.
kill. But now he's all
BTK
alone
should
against
be able to
Boy
pull this back.
and
Come on,
Zane.
come on.
Lavage might fall. Zane doesn't want to let it go down like this. He's
Yep,
gonna chase
yep,
him
yep.
down,
Good
pick
kills,
up the
good
mega
kills.
kill, and now move on to the Lord.
Michael Myers, baby. That's what we're talking about. Getting it done, able to find and seek out that kill. They were able to end up finding Yato, right? We were talking about him needing to be able to pick him off, but it was a little too late. A lot of members are already taken off the board. But if they can do that later on...
AC,
actually, what a great job,
hello,
Mega.
Space
He
Kato.
made all the members of BTK kind of leave that alone. Can they make it reset, though, is the question. And yes, they can. Yes, they will. That's huge for the side of Wasian to be able to stall out that Lord.
I don't think that's huge for Wasians, unfortunately.
Stall out the Lord,
Because-
stall out time, kind of play games. Yes, we take.
I
some
don't
deaths,
think
but
it's
we
a
get
good
back on
idea
the
for
map. They're
Wasians
not
to
exactly, like,
reset
trying
the
to
Lord.
cheat a lot.
I mean,
They're
compare it to
trying
Bloodthirsty
hold
Kings
out
just
this
taking
game
the Lord,
until
right?
Boogeyman
But
comes
here's the
online.
problem. Because they're going to have to go and
That's
engage
definitely right,
BTK
and
again.
That's why I said, like, it's not a lot to handle.
And it's
Uga, if
particularly
Yato
difficult for
is kinda how we were
Wasians to
talking
actually
about the
fight
vendetta
for this
Carson
Lord,
interaction.
especially
You
if
don't even have
KD
to
can't
find
be,
the kill, you just have to
not
make
being the
Carson
first person
uncomfortable enough
to
where they
engage the
leave
fight.
or just can't
So
make the
BTK,
successful
like,
last
if
minute
I'm in
or even, like, the
BTK's
first,
position, I'm not looking to
strike.
take the
If
Lord.
they can
I'm
just
looking
make
to
that
take
happen, that's
fights
good enough to
by
let,
Lord Pit.
Uga
Because it's
step
the
up and
only
fight
place
them
that
and start
Wasians are
dishing
going to
out the game.
like
As long as Carson is there with this
clump up
pick,
together.
it's very hard to be able to step into the fight. But
T should
look at
not be the
what
one
Chacho's
showing his
doing right
face.
now in the
It should be
heart.
Mobazane.
Ooh,
Joy Bodge,
Joy Bodge,
there we
though,
go.
trying to pick On Decade, in
Boom,
comes Zane,
boom,
looking for something. Yato with great
boom.
position on the feathered airstrike.
Boom, big
Uga goes the first to
damage.
fall.
Boom,
Next
big
will be
damage.
Echo, and Merciless will be third on the chopping block.
Did I call it or
Chacho
did I
does
call it?
find
Did I call it or
Unikuni,
did I
though.
call
think
it?
Mobazane needs to try to maybe get this
Back to
Lord
mod
this
duty.
time.
Oh.
You gotta try to start ending this soon.
Aw, dang, I should
Chacho
have said
on
something.
the run, and that's a Lord
Like
inside
website
of
promotions or
BTK.
something. Don't you dare,
I feel like
Jace.
that's such a mismatch.
Couldn't you goddamn
When I
dare?
said to look at him, I was expecting him to go for that push on the tower. He had a minion wave there. I was like, oh, okay. So instead of like contesting the Lord, he's just gonna go for the tier 2. Cool idea for me. I'm not really opposed to it, but he actually did not at all. He like waited for the fight to break out, members have already fallen, then he shows up when it's just Merciless left out there. He's got to be there from the start. Someone has to stop Yato. There's no one to really get back there except Chacho as the jungler, which is already a risky play, but he has to get it done. He's the only one that can do it. And until Yato is like contained,
Preach, Coach Deku, preach.
Ooga Booga just can't step up. He's 0-6 for a reason.
Yeah, it's definitely becoming a huge problem. Ooga Booga should be able to melt down this Lord, but not for not, because BTK is going to take towers everywhere else on the map. I will say this, Wasians should have an okay siege protection unless T can come in and make a big play happen. Took a couple tower shots to the face, brought down to about half health. Yato tries to use a feathered airstrike, but Chacho is there. He is the anti-Yato. Every time Yato tries to make a play, Chacho answers.
Yep.
And I want you to keep note of Cade's positioning, right? That whole time while they were trying to go for that little push or whatever you want to call it, a quick skirmish, Cade did not leave that bush. He's waiting for the big set. Hang on here, Chacho.
Oh, thanks.
Funnily enough, it's the same bush we saw Mobazane watch him in, and they both passed up on the opportunity. So both of these Stone Cold killers know their limits when it comes to these pickoffs. But I do
Stone
think right
Cold
now,
killers
it's
know their
a
limits.
combination.
All right.
Cade's gonna have to
I'm
be in
gonna
a
steal
spot
that
where
from
he
Coach
can really
Deku.
let
Those are
that
bars.
blast fly.
Those
But
are
there ways to
bars.
cancel it. Paquito with the knock. Kaja as well if he wants to go for it. Even a bump from...
Okay. I'm pausing it here because here's my breakdown of it, right? The only way I realistically see BTK lose from this position is if they fuck up the Lord. Like, really badly. Like, really, really badly. I don't believe that it's going to happen. I honestly don't. But some part of me feels like, there's a good chance. There's a really good chance. There's a really good chance that it's going to happen. I don't know. You know what? I'm just going to move my camera down here. I like this better. Yeah, I like this better a lot more. Yeah, so the only way that they fuck this up is if BTK, like, similarly, if Yato uses his ultimate too early and Chacho or Merciless flicker on top of him, that's already a big problem. Huge problem, in a matter of fact. Because now, without the Feather Airstrike, all you're depending on is Yuna. And ideally, what I'm predicting is going to happen, right? I'm assuming one or two situations. Either Merciless or KD cancel out the Feathered Airstrike and Chacho ults Yuna. And then Yuna dies, Yato dies, and Joyboy, my guess is that Joyboy is going to ult somebody useless, right? He's either going to ult Ego, or he's going to try and ult Kaide to try and cancel out his Numenon Blast. I'm not 100% sure which one or in what order it is going to be in, but that is my best guess, alright? Best guess. It's Ochako? Wait, never mind, I'm a weeb. Yes, you are a weeb, Chefin. Just because it's Coach Deku doesn't mean it's all My Hero Academia. Chacha almost sounds like Chacha, sorry. Don't worry about it. And yes, it is Jay-Z! No, I'm kidding. It's Jay's. It's Jay's, Chefin. No! Pause. Don't like this. Skip. There we go. We're back. We're back.
Any better. It really is like watching a Todak out here right now, especially because it is working. Because Todak gets wins too with this type of stuff, and Wasians is clearly no different.
Well, what? I just said that I hate MPL teams in front of them. I'm still getting it. No, I don't think the teams care that much. We are just small people, small KOLs.
For Ooga Booga, like if this game gets to 20 minutes, can Wasians pop back?
I don't know.
Dude, this is such a weird game. It's
like
like an odd game. Like, BTK messed up previously in the very first game, which is understandable.
So
in game 2, like, look at this lead. It's 17-8. They've got like a 6k goal lead, which they probably should have had earlier. But now that they've adjusted to like how to deal with this comp, T, use your ult. Use your goddamn ult. There we go. Get out of there. Get out of there. Back off. You should have instantly used your ult there.
starting to stack up a little bit, starting to get a little bit of speed in there.
Like your team
One
is
thing
on the
that
opposite
Uga
side
does
of the
do
map. Like your
is
team
do
is
a
on the
bit more
opposite side of the map and
Chacho,
nobody
say,
shows
but
themselves.
whoa,
Oh!
Gonna flicker back. Chacho goes
Dead.
in the
Nice.
midst of death.
Huge
A
play.
very rough play. I'm guessing maybe either a misclick, maybe trying to go back and find Yato, maybe outplay them while they were under the tower, but it definitely bit back, and now...
Okay, this should be GG, right?
a
This should
free
be
ward from
GG.
Jose.
I can't believe what we just saw. And Uga Booga not letting it go.
Oh,
No!
Zane gets stunned.
What?
Zane still able to find it though, but that was looking scary. Ooga Booga will go down. Zane very
Okay,
low
Yuna
as
should
well.
kill everybody.
Yuna popping off, finds Cade. G actually gets the kill though.
Oh,
It's four-man
dude, I'm
wipe, and
so
after that,
stressed
BTK
out. He was
should be able to
stunned for
clean
like
this up.
3 seconds while he had
A
retro.
bunch of air, just
Oh
a
my
big
god, it was
bag
like
of
1
blunders
HP as
from the
well.
side of Wasians. I still can't believe what Chacho did. It had to be a misclick because there's no other reason to go for that. No one was low enough to even.
Feels bad for
attempt
Zane, he
to
falls so
misplay,
low
like,
because they
really
don't
kill
have a
themselves.
coach
He survived.
standing.
He was clear
Your
cut out
words
of the
more
way
important
there.
than getting
He had
cancelled.
taken
Yeah, you gotta
the
back yourself up,
position.
Jace.
Then you have Uga
They have the
Booga,
same
he's about to
stance
solo
since last
contest
season. They
that
won't be able
Lord.
to get
But
far without a
Trex,
coach.
Here comes Lord. Rest of the BTK. Can they end it?
Yeah, well, Zane goes down, so Chacho definitely trying to defend the end. Diego will be the next to fall. Yato with a beautiful finish, and Yuna is going to lock in. Ladies and gentlemen, BTK
All right.
trying to take the meta back and take us to game 3.
Okay, I'm gonna skip to the next
That's right.
draft.
Not even
here.
trying. Now they have done potentially won that game. The Harley pick was doing numbers starting out in the match. But speaking of starting out, speaking of numbers, we are heading into game number
I will
3.
say that these games are interesting.
1-1.
Zane's
That's
Not Fall
the
is
next
just a
of
new
these
inexperienced team.
teams.
Anuj, welcome to the
Feel
stream.
like maybe we can
Hopefully
see
you've been
what
enjoying your
now
time.
versus
But I do agree. I do
this
think that his
still
team makes like some
It definitely.
bit of a couple of weird micro mistakes, like Yato in game number 1, T is playing with the team. Yuna is doing alright. Joy Bosch, sometimes he's got some weird initiations. I think, you know, they need to communicate with the way they actually approach a fight, rather than like wait for somebody to like, oh, go call for an opportunity. It's mostly ex-players being coaches, so at this point for me, coaches more like doing the extra work the players would be required to do without a coach slash analyst. Alright, that makes sense, Coach Mikey.
It had to be some get back. Unless they were just like running this in scrims and it was like, okay, we're unstoppable. Then maybe. But like, I don't think that's how that went. It had to be some fight back. It was like, okay, we won the first one. He's like, okay, can I do a game 2? They're like, well, you won, so sure. And then game 2 and they win again. And then you hop out to this day and you're like, hey, they're like, okay, fine. Wins the game again up against Mobile Day. They're like, all right, man, forget it. Just do it. So
Anytime
I
you
feel
want
like I feel like at this point, yeah, if you beat Mobile Zane with it, you beat BTK, you sweep a team with it, you had a 100% win rate. I feel like they can go for it again. And I really don't doubt, even with the series on the line and the potential for them to skyrocket in the rankings, that they'll avoid the Hanabi pick. We could very well see it.
You know,
I'll be honest with you, nobody's batting out Hanabi.
Drafting is you have a lot of freedom, right?
Wolf would make an amazing coach, not gonna lie. Yeah, he probably would make an amazing coach. I think he will start off slow, like his team is not gonna win anything, but like a year later, then he's gonna pop off.
Touches that ban board, so it just gives them a little bit more swing room in certain things, and they can ban however they want. There's no like mind game really.
So Asians are doing the exact. Oh, not the. They banned out the Kaja this
The fact that
time.
they banned out this Kaja this time because
Good
game
call,
1, they had
Trex.
the Kaja. Cade did a wonderful job with it. Got pickoffs. Game 2, Joy Baj gets the Kaja, has a wonderful game, gets picks off. So this time there's no Kaja. We're gonna have to see something a little bit different in the realm to carry one of these teams.
That's right. And I feel like they might have let it go if Valentina was off the board, but since Valentina was up yet again, Kaja gets to be put on the side of BTK. So I feel like they kind of just had to go for it because they know they were going to get back. But they pick up the Faramis, which does offer it out to the side.
Hey, yo, I just realized that their graphic, the hero portrait doesn't fit in the frame.
You know what, though?
It kind of like goes off of it.
They actually did this.
Sorry, I was just nerd stuff. Nerd stuff. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Xavier comeback. Valentina got picked up. They went.
Why Terizla? Why blind pick Terizla?
This time it's a Faramis, but there's no Ashley.
It's true. And I mean, like Merciless, honestly, I have faith in like Merciless. Amai is like one of the top players on the Wasians team. He's able to make plays happen with a lot of different EXP laners. He's been around for a while. So like him picking up the Terizla,
Cho,
crazy.
okay.
Joybaj on this. Cho definitely gonna get crazy. This is honestly like a
Okay,
signature pick for him.
what's the
I'm
logic
excited to
behind the
see it.
Turizla here?
The only
My
problem
guess
there's
is
not a
that
lot of, like,
they don't want
group
to give
CC,
Valentina
which is something
more
I kinda
options
want
because they already
against
banned out the
composition
Kaja,
like
the
this.
Hanabi again.
But again, if he can pick off the Faramis, or
Dude,
pick off
I don't even know
Gogeta
what to
this
say
time,
anymore.
we got some answers there.
I don't even know what to
That's right,
say
but
anymore.
I'm
At least
real
this
with
time
you.
T
That's
plays
on my
Lapu
side.
Lapu, and
We're
Lapu
gonna have to
should
go with it.
crush Hanabi.
You know what, though?
Like, absolutely
Interestingly
roll.
enough, as funny as it sounds, this game I feel like it has more relevancy because obviously Joybot is gonna
Probably
go
just
for
the
high
aspect
priority
ratio
targets.
issue. No, I don't think it's an
High
aspect
priority
ratio
targets.
issue. I think it's just
You also have
they
CC
just
units.
didn't like adjust it
Boogeyman.
correctly. Like all the
Gotta have
frames are
somebody to
adjusted
go around
not
the
exactly
basket
correctly.
and
I don't know
not
where
get-
they're
you know
getting
what?
because okay,
You
this
want
is
to
the
put a
splash
spot
art,
on
right?
it, bro.
Unless they're getting the splash art,
You definitely
my
can
guess
do
is
that,
that it's an
but the
image
aim
file.
style,
If it's an
the aim
image
stat
file,
is
they can do
really
stuff
running.
with it.
Help
If it's not an
all
image
shields
file,
down.
like it doesn't make sense. You could crop it. There's like a lot, like you could crop the bottom part so that you would have like so you can get the top part to actually fit in the frame. Like even Hanabi, I think Hanabi is very very clear that it's not in the frame. Turizla is not so bad, but it still bleeds outwards. But I think the weirdest one is like Faramis on the left side, where it's like it doesn't follow the frame, like it gets kind of cut off. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me.
If following last game can do good. I'll be
Chefin,
honest though, like
Turizla
Lapu
pick
has
probably
been a
for
pick that
them
is
to
slowly
not pick it and
starting
pretty
to
much wins the
fall
laning
off
phase.
the,
I mean, we say wins the
I feel
laning
like for a
phase,
while
but it's
Lapu was like,
Lapu, right? When
this
does
is
Lapu
it.
ever
This is
win
what
the
you
laning
need to do, and
phase?
if it's open no matter what. Now we're starting to see the
I saw
glue
the
become
game's
relevant
lol,
again,
but
just
not,
like
but
it
no
was.
spoiling. Thank you,
Kind of
Coach
like a
Mikey.
weird
Appreciate
curve.
it.
We're seeing
Appreciate it.
Zong get picked more. We're seeing
Anuj,
Merciless
Merciless
pull out
makes
some different
an
picks as
4-man
usual, so
ult in
kinda
previous game. It was
interesting.
good. In this series,
T2
Wage's just having fun in the
always
game
kinda
according to
feels a
Ooga
little hit
Booga.
or miss.
According to
Either has
Ooga
an
Booga. Thank
amazing
you for the
game
insight,
or
Anuj.
has a
Appreciate
pretty
it.
rough
Appreciate
game.
it.
So a
Sorry
lot's
if
gonna
I'm
come
like
down to
messing up
how
your name.
T2
I'm not very
performs
good
in
at pronouncing names in general.
You know, it's actually funny that
Okay,
you
so
mentioned
Merciless
how
has
Lapu
made
kind
good
of
plays on
gets looped
Turizla
because
before,
we actually saw
but I
earlier
think it's
on, right?
strange that you would blind
For
pick it in the
Empire,
draft.
they actually went
Because
for
like, what are you
Empire
hoping
plus
for,
two
right? What are you
rounds.
exactly
They
hoping
went
for?
for
If let's say
but
Lapu Lapu wasn't
makes
picked,
no
it was a
good. It's the
Yuzong
same
coming
thing
in from
that
Bloodthirsty
Waze
Kings.
just
At
kinda
least with
went, they
Yuzong, there
actually
is
avoided that,
outplayability
but it's
against
really
someone like
which
Turizla, and you
is
could
honestly not a
probably kill him
bad pick
1v1.
because I guess you could expect
So,
Lapu to come back since he is
I don't
pretty
know.
tough to the Faramis pick.
Good thing
We'll
there's
talk
no
about it
Zilong
in
gold
that
laner,
game.
just like TNC did
First
to
out, but it's a good
NXP.
matchup.
Come on, Xenogenesis, we can't be. They're not gonna be that
So,
cruel.
I feel like maybe they, like,
You're right,
took
especially the
Faramis,
ban
took
icons
Turizla
look
and
like
stuff.
cropped. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, so ban icons, like, the ban icons, especially for, like, red side, they look jank. They definitely look jank. For blue side, it's not as bad. Like, the Fanny is almost correct, but not exactly. Diggy is kinda correct. It's only the edges that are a bit funky. 1-1 looks okay.
I think the Turizla also another thing. It can go well.
I'm
with
pretty
Trent.
sure
It's not like
Kufra
as
is
mobile
slightly
as Lapu, right? It's not
cutting
as
into the
mobile.
frame.
It-
But
it-
like
I think
red side,
capitalizes
it's
a little
all
bit more
fucked.
off of the Cult Altar, especially paired up with something like the Hanabi, who isn't super divey, a little bit less mobile. So at this point, Wasians seem to be looking more like they're just going for that kind of ube, right? Going for more of that
More of that
group together,
ube?
depending on what exactly they end up picking in the jungle and what.
Okay, so they ban out Melissa Granger again because they're playing Farmis. That's understandable. They're following the exact same bans with a bit of adjustment this time.
A lot of work on Merciless to be able to set up with that penalty zone. Like you said, not very mobile. So having someone like
Kufra and as well as Lolita. Kufra so that they don't have to worry about the peel from Cho. Lolita because they're playing a dive-heavy composition overall. Hayabusa now.
Is Hanabi, does the Faramis Cult Altar, is that HP based or is it? Does that have like a shield type of mirroring?
No, it's temp HP, Coach
For
Deku.
her or for her like second skill or whatever, where she gets like CC.
Oh, the
I don't think it counts as a
Ghostbusters.
shield. I think it's.
Say that
HP.
again,
I
man?
don't think it counts as.
I was gonna say because that'd
definitely
be
a good question.
that'd be really cheesy.
Scarlet.
That would have been super
That's
cheesy.
definitely.
I mean, we're gonna get our
I think it would-
short answer in this match. But you might be
Keep
right
our
about
eyes
the
peeled
HP.
for it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to keep our eyes on that.
They took
Might be
Turizla
its
out,
whole-
okay? He's
whole
not in
separate
anymore.
category. I don't know.
It's Leomord.
Chacho is gonna pick up the
No, it's
Hayabusa.
Leomord.
So I'm wondering.
Now it's
does
Leomord,
Zayn go something
Vixana,
a bit more
and
damage,
Farmis.
right? Or does he put the faith back?
Yishin! Dude, what is this game, bro?
Why not? Right? Like, why
Paquito,
not at this
he said
point?
shit.
Okay,
They're gonna
okay,
have
okay,
Hayabusa,
okay.
they're
Let me
gonna
just
pick
pause
Spot.
it for a second, read the chat, and also like gather my thoughts on what the fuck is happening in this draft. Fred, only eyes visible? Yeah, he is visible. So Yi Shin comes up, right? Why do you want Yi Shin here? I know Mobazane is comfortable on Yi Shin. Does he really just not care? Not care about this game? I think the alt is useful for figuring out where exactly the Hayabusa is, but he sees the Hayabusa, right? He knows it's Hayabusa. He literally can play Akai and he would be fine. He could play Martis and he would be fine. Like, I can't really explain it, right? Yuna decides to go Harith. Like, he wants to dominate. He wants to dumpster this lane so hard that it's not even funny anymore. But the big issue is that Hayabusa is always going to be on top of him. Whether or not he can survive it depends on how many targets are available for the Chrono Dash. Joybotch decides to play Cho. So it's one of those situations where are Bloodthirsty Kings deciding to play towards their comfort picks, or do they just not care at this point, right? I feel like they're playing comfort picks. I definitely think that the first 3 is good enough to handle the rest, and they told Yuna and Mobazane, you know what, you guys can do anything you want as long as you win the lane. And Mobazane is like, I want to play something comfortable, and I can provide some team vision so that people like Yuna and as well as T can make the right decisions in the all-in. That's my call. I'm not 100% sure, but
Yeah,
I'm just
I feel
throwing
like
out some thoughts.
it's a good time. If there's no enemy tank jungle, I don't think it's a bad pick. I think the reason why so many damage jungles went extinct is because of the tank jungle. But if the enemy's not going to pick it, then I think picks like YSS, picks like Hayabusa, picks like a lot of these picks like Bakito, they can work in that standing. I don't think it's just always bad. So we'll see how this works out.
That's a
Even
good
if
point,
Fury does
Trex.
pick up the
Very
hand as
good
well
point,
for the
very
gold
good
lane
point.
And a little bit more dash around. You know what could destroy them right now?
What?
A
What
Phoebe.
could destroy it?
Oh, they go for that instead. Never mind.
Shut that down, but it does
Phobia's
bring
pick.
up
Nope, they
more
go for that
questions about
instead.
what Phoebus is doing. Going for the Carmilla is actually a little insane in my books, just because there is a Valentine. So
Yes.
with this side of BTK, obviously.
Okay, even though they do have a Valentina, they still have Farmus on the side of Wasians. I think Wasians, even if they give Carmilla ult, they still have Farmus ult to kind of protect them. But I also think that the team fight, there is a lot of damage. Like, Hanabi plus Carmilla is a unique combination. You basically tether everybody, and then the bounces are like multiplying with multiple bounces, and then you have Hayabusa if you like Oki Shadow Kills, it's like hurting everybody all at once.
I do have to say though,
And if Ooga Booga is able to land at least one ult with the Carmilla, everybody gets stunned no matter what, and they'll just basically insta-win a team fight if everybody gets stunned. Cho has a lot of value though. I like Terizla, so good early game but falls off very quickly. That's the thing, Terizla is very selfish and doesn't provide too much for the team unless you take Flicker. If you take Flicker, it's a different story. They're trying the Curly Hammer Farmers combo lol on Rednecks. Yes, they are trying the combo. I want to see how good it actually is, because I feel like most people can just out-sustain it, and since you have anti-CC with T on Lapu Lapu, it'll be interesting. I think it'll be interesting at least.
Games from about a year and a half ago. Mobazane on the YSS. I mean, if you're not excited about NACT, this is going to bring
Okay,
all
Joy
the
Boy's
old
about to
school
die
fans
at
in.
level
Wait a second,
1.
Merciless already getting a
What
pick off. Chacho.
What just
So
happened
right now,
there?
catching some of my
Why?
very first games from about a year and a half ago.
So they
Mobazane on the
call it.
YSS. I mean, if you're not excited about NACT, this is going to bring all the old school fans in. But wait a second, Merciless already getting a pick off. Chacho picks up the kill.
I don't know.
Bosch goes down.
Joy should have. Joy should have flickered. He should have flickered, and he should have ran towards mid turret instead of top side.
But speaking as well, just to stack on what you're talking about, the YSS, because I do feel like it's something fun to talk about. Because me and you had a very passionate conversation, I'd say, about like Zayn.
But then again, does it really matter that he dies? Who got the kill? Chacho got the kill. He's gonna be ahead. I mean, that's kind of bad, but at the same time, we'll see whether there's actual impact later on in the game. It's good. It's just a matter of execution. It's good in theory, but is it like applicable in all situations? Because you never want to be like caught in a position where you can't utilize it, right?
And to see him now, like, you know what?
I think with Hanabi and Carmilla alone is enough. For insurance, you have the
what I was
Farbus.
doing from the start.
I mean, it's true, and I think if there's a time to try these things, it is now in the first half of this season. Because even if BTK loses this, doesn't mean they're out of playoffs, right? There's still plenty of time to get some wins. But even overseas in MPLs, you see clutch picks come out sometimes. You see things happen. You see teams try.
Okay, nothing's really
and
happening
that's how
too much on the
defenders are
map.
built. So I like
And
to
the
see
Wasians are
Nova
playing a
Zen bring
3-2, so
back
they're
the
delaying,
Wild.
they're
Trying
controlling
something a
the
little
turtle
different,
pit while
see
still
if it
attacking the
works. If
tier
it
1.
works
This is a
here,
really good
it means
move
we could
coming from
possibly see it
Wasians.
again.
BTK are just not sure what they should be doing right now.
I mean, it has to, right? Or at least there's a good chance for it to be different because the tank jungles weren't working.
Oh, they were waiting on YSS ult. Okay. So now they've got the confirmation. They get on top of it. Wasians, they can give up the turtle and immediately focus on the waves. Like, at this point, there's no point even contesting for it. They should just attack the mid-wave.
Tank jungle stuff on Zane came from some of those boot camp trips he took. He was
Oh, wait.
scarred. I don't know if
Zane's
you
dead.
a lot of those streams, but it was a lot. Oh my goodness.
Hold on a second. Big flicker penalty zone.
Don't know why
is
Zane was
deleted.
sticking around
Does
for
get the
longer.
turtle for his team, though, but
Like, T
Wasians
bailed
still
straight away. He saw
hold right
he
now.
saw
A little
2,
bit
he's like, I'm out.
You know what?
Oh, big kick.
Oh my god.
Big kick from Joybaj. Eggo's
Good
the way to
flicker.
escape, but no! T with the flicker, bravest fighter.
Nicely
able to get that
done.
final
Nicely
pick
done.
off, giving BTK the first kill.
Joybaj and Merciless right now going set for set, tick off for pick off there with some incredible plays. We saw the flicker penalty zone. I forgot that was even a thing. They added that into some of these.
Oh yeah, Terizla can enable them too with the ult as well. Alright, that's true. It's a total full CC, zero possible movement combo. Okay. Zero movement, but you can flicker out of the ult. Oh, but then you have KD. Okay, yeah. That's true.
Chacho's been coming for Yato for 3 games straight.
I don't know, I think
Yato knows it. He needs
T should be able to like hard carry this game by himself.
In this EXP lane currently, and I think Wasians know.
Like, he has a lot of value in team fights. Ooh, good kill.
The boogeyman. Now, Zane gonna take him out. Michael Myers on the field looking for Cade next. Yuna gonna dive under the tower to try to
Are they
get
not
that
gonna
pick.
dive him?
Opa Zane.
No info though.
He is gonna be able to get some gold plating.
Yeah,
off
dive
the
him,
stage.
dive him,
Now,
dive him,
as
Yuna!
well under
Get
the
in there!
tower. Moba Zane in a bad spot, takes a couple tower shots. Got
Okay,
somebody
nice.
coming behind him. Needs to get out of town fast.
Not the
Ego
cleanest
gets
dive,
that
but-
last bit of HP. Chacho find a kill off the cam on Yato as well.
Okay.
That's right.
And he's dead. 1,
One,
2, 3.
I'm
Steal the
sorry,
camp?
They just keep going.
Yeah, this
man.
is
They
pretty
just keep
chaotic.
fighting.
This is pretty chaotic.
They don't want to stop.
Hey, you can't stop fighting. You're in the game of your life right now.
Like, I feel like both sides have come to a point where they don't really care anymore, right? They're just looking for opportunities as much as they can. And yeah, Yuna should be able to...
Cutie with the hair is.
Yep, don't want to be under turret. Don't want to be under turret. You probably could have held your ult for a couple of seconds there. Okay. Okay. Oh, that was a good try. Good try, Merciless. I saw the idea.
With the Colt Altar of his own, Chacho tries to get the shadow kill, but no damage to input just yet.
Okay, that's not too
Zane
bad.
loses out on the turtle, moves back to his purple buff.
Terizla pulls you back with the chains though, but yeah, you can flicker out of it. Any movement ability gets you out of the ult. Unless you time it poorly, because they come in intervals, right? If you move while the chain attaches, then you get pulled back, but the chain pulls you every like 1 second. It's just pull, pull, pull. So in between those pulls, you can actually flicker out of it. Flicker out of it, movement, Shunpo, Bravest Fighter, Chrono Dash.
The mentality to even think about that after being kicked by Joybot, you've been
Booga Booga dies here.
You know, low HP and to be able to make that, but now more plays.
Boogeyman goes down. Joybot's gonna take a couple tower shots, almost getting stunned up. No Ghostbusters to get the finish just yet. So Bloodthirst Kings with
Oh, Chacho!
Kings with a clean pickup.
Uh-oh. Merciless.
He's giving him the works, man. I'm
Yep.
not gonna lie. Yes, he's had some clutch. He gets
Good
those
1v1T,
penalty
good
zones,
1v1T.
but right now, he's
That's
giving him the works.
expected.
He is giving him the works, but who said that it's just a 1v1 type of thing. It's gonna come down later on to those team fights.
Nothing to actually take on it around the enemy jungle, huh?
Because he's had,
I mean, they get the mountain shocker, they see Hanabi running from mid lane, so they can't do anything about that. Now it's about oppressing the jungle.
They are gonna
it wouldn't matter if Camille ults lands first. Also true. Also true.
The last match, he wasn't really able to pop off. This match, you already kind of pointed it out. For a second, looked like he had the upper hand, but Unicutie with that hair.
Okay, so it's full combos from Wasians, right? They have different ways to enable KD.
I mean, it's up against.
Sorry, I was about to call KD Kaide.
That way, but it's still like important to be noted. But hang on, a gank down there.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. This could be it. This could be it. Oh wait, no, it's just one person. It's not worth it. Just kill him. Yes, hit the wave. Nicely done, T. So smart. So smart. Just hard carry this game. Get into the backpack, people. T's got you covered. Mid lane dive. Ego dies. Alright, nice. They lose tier 1 and then tier 2 on bottom side at the same time. Take away purple buff. Go straight away into turtle. Joybot should start the turtle and start pulling it towards their side of the map.
They know they have the damage. They know they can take the fight to the side of Wasians, who's going to look to maybe try to stall this out, but they're not going to let it happen. They're just going to keep
Feather Heaven, 2 items, 5k lead. Alright.
Boys and girls, and I like it. Taking a look at it. Mobazane has locked in some penetration already. T with the bloodlust stacks. That's what's giving him some of that life back. So I'm definitely liking where BTK's coming from this. And you mentioned Merciless on this Trizzler earlier. Yes, you have that flicker ult, but I feel here's the thing. This is what makes metas right. I feel like
Ooh, Mountain Shocker. That Mountain Shocker. Whew! Mobazane is so far ahead of Chacho. He's 4 levels. No way they lose this, right? No way they lose it. Here comes the ult. Come on, where's the combo? Okay, wait, let me pull back the fight here. I'm not 100% sure whose ult that was. Was it Yato stealing the ult, or was it Carmilla's ult? Let's find out. Okay, so this happens. Okay, here we go. The fight starts here. Joybot jumps in, he finds Merciless, gets the kick onto Terizla, right? Okay, so Yato is holding on to Faramis' ult right now. So Carmilla tries to ult and then immediately they got nothing off of this. They got nothing off of this mainly because... Yeah, where did the... Okay. KD ults, where's Ugabuga? Ugabuga is right next to KD. Ults, and then they see it, they hit 2 people only, and then where does Ugabuga throw the ult? He throws it on Mobazane. Mobazane gets the fuck out of there. Okay. I told them they had an issue with itemization displays. It was showing the same items on both sides. That's production, right? You can't help that too much. But it's good that you're giving feedback at the very least, Mikey. Because it's good to give these feedbacks to make sure that production is like aware of it. Because they got a lot of moving parts happening at the same time.
I mean, the mechanics
right now, I don't see how Bloodthirsty Kings are gonna lose this unless they like all group up, unless Wasians somehow figure out to get a Carmilla ult that lands on 5 people. That's the only way I see them losing really hard here, because Yato can still steal Ego's ult, and I think that's high priority right now. Because Chacho is just so far behind. Like, Mobazane gets to do whatever he wants to across the map. Like, look at them, they sit on top of purple buff, like, Wasians can't really walk up. Like, this is about to be a 10k gold lead on Next Lord. And I think Bloodthirsty King should, like, straight up rush it.
Like, this is, if you want to talk about comfort heroes, this is the comfort hero, I feel like. And even in, 2023, he still looks good on it. Even when he's in that sticky situation, he knows how to use that dash perfectly, he knows how to time his skills, and he's playing this to a T right now.
And with the way he's performing on it, and the way
rush it, keep Lapu in front, Mountain Shocker, get their info, they got the info, already used it, take it, and now they're going to develop a 10k goal lead here.
He clearly hasn't lost a step on it, like you said, even though
7k goal lead in favor of BTK.
Jungle, he's still got it. When he switches back to the other side of the pool, and I mean,
he does still got it, Coach Deku. He still got it. BTK wins this match, but not in a very clean way. Not in a very clean way. Alright. Because high ground defense is kind of rough. Because Ooga Booga can clear waves decently fast, right? And if they push up to inhibitors, they try to siege inhibitors, they either have to dive, which is terrible for BTK, or they try and siege, but they don't have very good heroes for sieging. Like, I would say BTK's comp is more like a dive comp than anything else. Okay, let's see how they take inhibitors here, right? Because all they have is Lord to make it work. If they stick too close together, oh, T. Why do they give this up? Why do they give this up? Wasians, just use their ults. Like, they shouldn't be letting the Lord... They shouldn't be... Like, it's the one opportunity that BTK is actually all clumped up. Okay, second time. This time, no Lord. They have all the reason to go in here. Oh, Merciless, one person. T is jumping in the front line. Where's the ults? Here we go. Yes! Died to bounce. There we go. Turn around. Oh.
Wants to pick up more. Yato finds one on Merciless.
Smurf.
As well.
Smurfing. 3-for-3 trade. Unnecessary 3-for-3 trade, but whatever.
It's a 3-for-3 currently. Yato trying to escape Chacho. Once again, those two constantly going at it.
Okay, so there we see the full combo.
Wasian said, "Oh, you think they're safe? Let me show you something."
Wow, I didn't spoil, but here comes around. Don't worry about it, Coach Mikey. Don't worry about it. It happens. But I think at the end of the day, it's very clear. Like the combo is all right. I don't think it's game breaking.
But that also lets you know how serious they
but
are.
with I guess it's one way to make Hanabi work, right? It's one way to make Hanabi work, and I think BTK, their weakest point is trying to take inhibitor turrets, and they already got 2. So the next Lord push, they win. And for the most part, they have been dodging the ult pretty well.
But had they maybe gotten like a wipe there, that might have been too much.
Yo, what's up? What's up, some dude? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us here. We're just looking at some games from BTK. We're seeing the NACT. I was recommended this game by Trex. Fun fact. He told me, like, I need you to watch this game in particular. I'm like, alright. Okay, Yato gets the live here. Ooh, Winter Truncheon there.
Yato does use the Winter Truncheon. A little bit worried, but could play. And overall, BTK takes another Lord.
That's right.
Okay, this should be the game-ending push. Because this is a 9k gold lead, and Chacho just died. That's such a terrible time to die. That's a terrible time to die, man.
That's right. I mean, as soon as he slid onto the scene, it was like Chacho slid right off of ours. Joining us up here at the caster's desk, Lord, though, Trex in the mid lane. Members of the BTK looking to close in on this series.
Joybox is going to be looking for a kick. Flickers in, dodges the penalty zone. Cold Altar does come down, but a base is dropping low. Merciless will fall. Unicutie with a killing spree, but a base goes down. And BTK
a throw? I don't think it's much of a throw. I mean, BTK was like already 9k ahead. Unless instead of playing Hayabusa, they decided to play something else, like a Kai, for an example. That would have been good to make the combo work, but then it would force Hanabi to play a perfect game.
But at least they don't move down to that 7th place spot.
Yeah, I mean, they tie Empire.
Do they have a standings?
And Empire sitting at a stalemate for the number.
Then the Ohio brothers continue their perfect scores in domination with a clean sweep against A77 at 2-0. And finally,
oh, they don't have a graphic for it. This is just the tournament schedule. No. Okay. Look away. I don't want to spoil the rest. Of it. I didn't mean to look at it that far. But whether he's meta is entirely a different story. I don't think Yishin Shin is bad. I just think that there are a lot of situations where he's not good, right? Compared to like Fredrin, for an example, where he's pretty much good in every situation. I think that like YSS in this game where you're up against a Hayabusa, and especially where your composition where the enemy composition is designed around wombo combo. And thanks for Coach Mikey for pointing out the different nuances in this particular game, like the Terizla, for an example, with the Carmilla ult. As long as you have the Carmilla ult available, then you can make something happen. Sir, is Zorn part of the league in S11? No, currently no teams have Zorn in it, but he is nominated for SEA Game selection. Aaron, John Bellin, just in case you wanted to know. But yeah, I think that, like, Yishin isn't bad. I just think that he's a very snowball-heavy hero and very macro-based. Like, as good as you are on a marksman, you can't make plays for yourself, especially if you're Yishin. Especially if you're Yishin. Like, every Yishin player looks and sees and assesses the situation by pressing their ult. And as soon as they have all the information, they make a decision. And if it's a 1v1 and they can win it, sure. But if it's not, then they just back off. Fredrin doesn't care. He's just so tanky that he just walks up. Oh, more people come? Now I start walking away. He doesn't necessarily need the info. But the important thing to understand is that when we're looking at a game of like Hayabusa against Yishin, it's all about how you snowball. And it's all about like your side lanes, right? Because if we're talking about priority, your strong side is going to be gold, right? Because Lapu Lapu, unless he's got like a significant advantage, kill lead against the Terizla, or at least the level lead, then it's a different story. That opens up more options later on into the game. But early into the game, purple buff control is going to be key for both Weijins and Bloodthirsty Kings, right? And I think that's the main problem. Because when you have a support like Carmilla, you can't force priority. It's really, 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 really difficult. When you have Cho with Concussive Blast, nonetheless, mid lane is basically uncontested. There is nothing, literally nothing that Weijins can do to control the mid lane. So mid lane priority is always going to be in favor of BTK. So I'm just going to draw an arrow to show which way the lane is going to push. Bottom side, which way is it going to push? It's going to push this way. If we're looking top side, we expect Terizla to outpush the Lapu Lapu unless he commits his ult, right? So this is how I look at the map. When I look at the map, I look at priority straight away. And when you have your strong side here, your strong side means like what lane is going to be pushing. Your strong side majority is going to be on the bottom side of the map. So purple buff becomes like a big pain point for someone like Hayabusa. So ideally, I would rather see, instead of Hayabusa, like something like a Kai or Baratz, at least some form of peel for Ooga Booga, and somebody who can actually face check brushes safely. Martis isn't a bad shout as well, because he can be enabled with Katie's ult, and he can at least get some resets. But the anti-CC is the most important here, because with anti-CC you could start thinking about like, oh, can I push people like Harith away? Can I get on top of Yato? I don't think it matters too much because Mobazane will be able to out-kite him. So there's an argument for Hayabusa as well as what was I talking about again? Hayabusa as well as Martis, that's the one. So I don't know. There is a big question mark here. Is there a better jungler? Probably, in terms of like hero for jungle, probably. There probably is, but it depends on what Chacho is comfortable with, and it also has to correlate with the rest of his team's abilities. So I'm guessing Akai, Baratz both kind of do that. But the situations are tough. Maybe Tank a lot. Tank a lot could have been good. Oh yeah, patch review? Patch review. Oh, so I really want to do a patch review right now.
You got cast.
Do I have time to do a patch review, honey?
We gotta leave by 3:30.
We gotta leave by 3:30? So hell no. And also, because the patch note mails have not come out. Hello, Husky! You came at a bad time because I just finished watching a very interesting game between BTK and Weijins. That's why I say carry gotta be broken again with Sea Halberd because of today's patch. I don't want to study the patch right now. And also because they haven't put it in the mail, so I'll never know what it's going to be. Yeah. I had a meeting just now. That's unlucky timing, Husky, because like we just watched 3 games of Hanabi. The patch is pretty big. Fuck!
I just updated.
Marksman's gonna use Sea Halberd every day. What exactly did they change about Sea Halberd? Did they change the price, or did they change something about the item? Who's that new girlfriend? Why is she black hair? She got her hair dyed back to black.
Wait, if I tie it out, can I do a Hanabi cosplay?
You can.
Can I be?
Yeah, you look like Nabi. Wait, let me just.
Look at the arrow that's on your screen.
Sorry, let me just.
I just need to tie it out. But my hair is not long enough. Careful in case it's like booba fan arts.
Nah, I got safe search on. It's fine.
No, my pony.
It's so much longer than I thought. Oh wait. There are skins with shorter hair. Like this one's shorter. How did they make it flare up like that? I don't know.
I can spray.
You could spray it in that direction. Okay, how about this one? This one's kind of long as well. Is that the hair, or is that just the back page? Okay, that's the back panel. I mean, that's as good as it gets.
Nah, my hair is not long enough.
Is it not long enough?
No, it's not long enough.
That's actually sad. Oh well.
You can't even see my hair.
That's because here. How about this?
Yeah, it's not long enough. Sorry.
God damn it. All right. Let me go back to chat.
Oh my god, Akali, she could have done it if she had red hair.
Check it. Passive just melts tanks. Sea Halberd does true damage against heroes with extra HP, right? Bruh, I don't know. I haven't looked at the patch. Client didn't pay. I was in a meeting and was going through some Pokemon Unite stuff. Ah, okay. Poor us tank players. Like, you guys didn't have it rough already. Top LOR decks. How to make. There's a website for that, Jace. She needs twice the hair length. Bye, sir. Thanks for analyzing. I'm going to school. I hope I analyzed my my today's test. Hey, Aaron. Good luck for your test today. Hopefully you do well. Appreciate you sticking around. Enjoy your time, man. Some dude, your girlfriend looks like a female version of Edward. I see where you're coming from, some dude. I'm offended, but I can see the resemblance. Oh my god, Akali, she could have done it if she still had the red hair. That's true, though. If she still had the red hair, maybe. But yeah, as I was saying to really just break it all down. I mean, Hanabi, I still don't think she's good enough. I really don't. I think the shield needs to be bigger, because most people can just power through the shield. Who the hell is Edward? Don't worry about it. Coach Mike. For Blacklist International, hun. The EXP later. Yeah. Aegis buff. Ooh, Aegis buff. Ooh, there's tons of shield now. Alright. What's up, Coach Deku? Dude, you just came at the worst time. We literally just went through the full best of 3 series of BTK versus Wasians. I do not look like Edward. You came into the worst time, Coach Deku. We literally just went through the entire thing. I get it. I get why you guys were losing your minds. This was... I don't know. This final composition from Wasians, though, I do think is kind of smart. But there's just so many things wrong with it, right? It's not the combo that's wrong. It's what you have to sacrifice just to make it. Just to make it happen. Bro, I didn't know you were going live. I just saw the IG post. Nah, don't worry about it. I was only going to go live for a little bit because I actually have a Snapdragon cast later on today at 4. The call time is 4:30, so I'm expecting the games to start at 6. So I got to leave like around 3-ish, around there. Mute incoming, Husky. Don't push Kato. Oh yeah, she has moderator now. She's not happy. She's not happy about it.
I didn't look like Edward.
It's the glasses. It's the glasses.
I took it off. Do I still look like Edward?
No, without the glasses, no.
Buff, throw some hands here.
Sorry, Space Cato, boba tea on me. I will treat you to boba tea in caps. Hanabi is the ninja that doesn't dash.
So mad.
if they just gave Hanabi one dash skill, I don't think that, I think that if they gave Hanabi a dash skill while having anti-CC, that'd be too much. Imagine if her shield was a dash as well as gaining a shield. That would be too insane. She'll be too good and very hard to balance. So just keep that in mind. Don't forget to tell me how bad bad I am. I will let you know later, but I think especially the way that you guys handle this is for Coach Deku, right? Personally, how you and Trex handle this particular cast, I thought was really, really good. I thought it was really, really good. Overall, you guys were very in the moment. Overall, you guys were like trying to explain the logic behind it. I think you guys nailed the cast for the Wages versus BTK. I'm not sure about the rest of them because this is the only one that I've watched so far. And I don't know, I might do a stream some other time to kind of go through the games and go through the different regions and things like that. Just for content, so that we have a backlog of things that could be clipped and hopefully you guys will enjoy. I don't know, how much do you guys actually enjoy me like analyzing these games? I'm not like hard analyzing it. I'm you know, taking a step back, trying to enjoy the game as much as I can. And trying to obviously look for the logic in certain things. But watch out, Husky. Yes, it helps, I guess. Well, I don't know. I much prefer to do a case study, but I think here there's a good argument for Hanabi in this particular case. I don't know. I generally think Hanabi is weak in lane, and you're sacrificing too much lane priority. So like as much as you want the combo to work, you're always going to be one step behind on the rotation. And I think that's like my only grievance with the comp. You have the rights, Kato. Use them. Give me one access. I remove myself. Power abuse. Watching you is homework. Okay, I see, Jays. You guys, relax. Okay. With that being said,
I hate it.
actually, wait, well, let's go to the wiggle. I hate it here. Okay, wait, let's transition one more time to something like this. Well, guys, if you've been enjoying the content so far, hopefully everybody in chat is having a good time too. We had a good time watching this particular game between BTK and as well as Wasians. Well done to both of the teams overall. Some interesting concepts were put into play, but it's time that the stream must come to an end, and we're honestly, we've been having a really good time. Thank you to everybody who's been coming into the chat while you know, watching me kind of react, break down, analyze, whatever, entertain, whatever you guys feel like, as long as I'm giving value to your lives, and hopefully, you know, this helps you get through the day, no matter what you're doing. The Arashiverse. Join the Arashi gang. Sorry, I don't. I'm gonna have to rewatch it. Honestly, just swap lens with Gideon's skeleton. God damn, Mikey. Once again, thank you to everybody who's been watching. This has been a really fun time on stream. I know it's a little short, and ideally for next Wednesday, we're gonna set the time to some. Actually, let me double check my schedule. I'm gonna say we are going live next week. Ooh, we can't do it later at night. We're gonna be doing it later into the afternoon. How about that? How about that, guys? Would you prefer it later in the afternoon or earlier in the morning? It's up to y'all. Because I feel like we're gonna have something happening next week, Wednesday, that's not gonna allow me to stream at night. Which game are you casting today? I'm going to be casting the Snapdragon series. I'm going to be casting the Snapdragon. When will be your next hot take, Mario? Editor? Hot take? Next week?
Yeah, let's do it next week.
Next week. So next week is when we should expect the hot takes video. And that one actually includes Miracle. If you guys were here for that stream, we did a live take. We did a live recording of hot takes. It was a fun time. But also, we did another take after the stream just to make sure that we actually had a proper video. So there's that. I'm not gonna. We need more Gideon Does LaFell scripts, dude. Editor, you better pay. I pay her a full salary, Coach Mikey. I pay her a full salary because she is worth it. That was funny as fucking Miracle. Hopefully I get to do it again. Hopefully I get to do it again with somebody else. Wait, let me just... Is my camera... Okay, there we go. There we go. My camera is now in focus properly. But it still comes out as 720p, but then again, Challenge accepted. Okay, Jace, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna whip up a script for you, and I'll see how hard, whether or not you're gonna laugh. Because the truth be told, I write, the whole reason for hot takes is that I write these scripts so I can be as heinous as possible, but also because I genuinely think, like, I'm thinking of the person who's reading it to see what makes them crack. Is smiling okay? Smiling is okay, but there's like a difference between a and a sort of smile. The Adventurous Sentry Man, Boy Service, and Raptor. Yes. I love the name Boy Service. That's so funny. That shit's so funny. But with that being said, guys, I gotta go get ready for my upcoming cast later today. So go check out the Snapdragon series if you haven't. It is a tier 2 tournament that is on a global scale for Southeast Asia. A lot of pretty good teams. Game Lab is also part of them. Euphoria also part of it. Indonesia is involved, Philippines involved, Singapore is involved, Malaysia is involved. Like, a whole bunch of people are involved in this tournament in the tier 2 scene, and it's good to see the grassroots, how they're growing and progressing, and eventually they might become an MPL team. So I would like to know these players at the very least, or at least have an idea for it. But more importantly, MPL happening this weekend. Go check it out, MPL MY English stream. If you want to catch me there, absolutely can. With that being said, hopefully you guys have a good time during my stream, and unfortunately I gotta go. We'll see you next time. Stick around. You can catch me on SPS and MPL happening today and as well this weekend. See ya!